Hi there, everyone. This is the ABCs of RPGs, where we teach you the basics of tabletop role-playing games. This campaign, we're covering the granddaddy of all tabletop role-playing games, Dungeons & Dragons, with their second introduction box, the Essentials Kit. The adventure inside is the Dragon of Icefire Peak. All right, my name is Spencer Reese. I'm the Game Master for the evening, and I'm joined by my player, Dalton!
Hi everybody, I'm Dalton. I'm playing a halfling wizard named UFO who has spent the last 2 weeks just like waiting to cast a spell because he didn't get to take a turn yet, and he's had this flame sphere ready for however many hours 2 weeks is.
It's a lot of time.
Like you have like advantage or whatever, right? You've been playing this for a very long time. Like you have some.
That's not DM approved.
36 hours.
Oh, 36 hours.
336 hours.
What's that in seconds? And then divide it by 6 for rounds. Oh, all right. Next up, we have Dan.
What's up, everyone? I'm Dan. I'm playing Bjorn Mountainside, a dwarf eldritch knight who had a wonderful Easter dinner with his family.
Aw, that's wonderful. Were there tater tots?
There were.
All right, Justin.
How's it going? Justin. I'm playing Chris Rivers, the doctor / professional wrestler.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Semi-pro wrestler, right?
Part-time semi-pro.
Part-time semi.
What he fills out on his 1099.
All right, Ashley.
Hi, I am Ashley. I am playing Nivara Adar. I am a high elf, moon elf bard. We are currently level 3. As far as bards go, Nivara is not your traditional instrument player. She's more into the acrobatics and silk dancing and all that cool stuff. And Nivara would like to remind Bjorn that he has combat inspiration from last session. So Bjorn, remember.
Use that combat.
You have my bardic combat inspiration.
Sick.
And lastly, Nivara is twins with Novo Adar, played by Christian. Christian?
That is correct. Unfortunately. Yes.
So mean.
I play Novadar. Also, obviously, a high elf, moon elf, twin of Nivara's. I am a bard, and I've diverged from our paths together and went my own way into the College of Lore because I'm studious and it makes me smarter than everybody else.
You have to say it too.
Of course.
It's a key part of being smarter.
He really likes to show that. But he's trying to help out, people like Bjorn, who has issues with reading and things like that. He tries to give back. So
You haven't helped Bjorn one bit.
You always make fun of him.
And his teacher too.
he doesn't have the best tact, I guess. He can be charismatic when he's trying, but when he's not concerned with it, he can,
Just let loose and let everything fly, right?
Making fun of someone for learning how to read.
Christian, it looked like you calculated how many rounds 2 weeks is?
Yes, I believe so.
201,600.
2,000. Oh my god. So that's a lot of round prep there. So okay, cool. Well, just to catch everybody up, we did mention we're in combat, but how did we get here? So the party left Phandalin. You guys were kind of prepping for the quest. You kind of found out about some hunting lodge in the woods ran by I think Falcon. I think you heard his name. And you wanted to get a bottle of wine because you knew that if you brought a bottle of wine, he'll take you in. So you guys were kind of like, we all figured out how much like food and wine costs, and
$8.
Yeah, you get $8 bottle of wine. You guys ended up getting like a pitcher and pouring it into 2 bottles, I believe, and corking it yourselves. So, then you guys took off. We talked a little bit about material components and everything, and just how most of them are written in as jokes, which was fun. You set out. You're heading to Coneyberry while searching for coney berries. Didn't find any though. Wasn't able to find any cone-shaped berries. So, but when you got to Coneyberry, you actually found 3 horses. Dan, what were the horses' names? I'm trying to remember.
Biscuits, sausage, and gravy.
I think Big Al disagrees, but
Biscuits told
yeah,
Bjorn
told Bjorn.
It's
that his name
biscuits.
was Biscuit.
So you guys saddled up on biscuits, sausage, and gravy, and started riding to Coneyberry. Or sorry, not Coneyberry. From Coneyberry to Butterskull Ranch, and you ran into a cow in the middle of the road. Who I think Bjorn said her nickname was Beefcake. I think he said Beefcake.
Yeah, it was
Cow?
beefcake.
Yeah, the
It
cow
was
was named
beefcake. It was beefcake. I
So
remember.
yeah,
Except
no,
it's actually Buttercup, right?
Petunia.
Ah,
Big Al was like,
flower.
yeah, that's my cow, Petunia. Yeah, so you guys got to the ranch. You started sneaking in. You found some pigs in the cornfields, and Bjorn tried to have a serious conversation about keeping the biscuit, sausage, gravy, and beefcake safe, and they just kind of started wandering into the fields. You got up to the farmhouse and were kind of scoping it out. Naivara sneaked along, found a cellar, told the party, and started sneaking back when she accidentally kicked a bucket. An orc came outside and started staring at the party, to which UFO responded with, what did UFO do?
He found the nearest pig and hit it square on the buttocks, so it would squeal and
Slapped
cause a
its hand.
distraction.
Yep.
So I was
So,
actually
point of-
thinking
oh.
about this. Oh, sorry, Dan.
No, you go for it.
Okay, I was actually thinking about this since UFO's a halfling
Mm-hmm.
and pigs are actually pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be reaching up to slap the pig, and I just love that visual.
No, we're gonna have to redo the animation now.
The
Yeah,
animation,
right, make it
the
much
pig was
bigger.
too small.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the full size pig would have been scary. He probably picked one of the smaller piglets.
Oh,
Yeah.
he picked like a weanling.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
way,
Little
if it
teenage pig.
if it kicked, he didn't get like his jaw knocked off.
So yeah, go ahead, Dan.
So I just want to make it abundantly clear that I rolled like really high on the animal handling. It was actually you that once the talk of animal cannibalism came in, called persimmon, and then made all the animals run into the forest. So I just wanna not into the forest, but into the wheat field. So
Yeah.
I just want to remind the stream of that.
Oh yeah, no, the animals love you.
Contributing.
Yeah, they love you. Talking to them isn't part of animal handling, but they let you ride them and guide them and all of that. So, but anyways, Naivara sneaked down to the cellar and found Big Al. Found out that Big Al was down here, Big Al Calizorn. He started telling her about his farm and everything, told her about like the locked chest down below in the cellar, talked about some keys. You guys went up, rejoined the party, and all of you decided to ambush the orcs in the dining room. And so you guys surprised them. Let's see, it was Naivara, Bjorn, and Novo took their turns first. The orcs are skipping their round because they were surprised, and now we're back up at the beginning of it. Well, not the beginning of the initiative order, but we got UFO up, ready to roll. Are you all good? Do you have that spell in mind and plan? Oh, sorry. Before we get into combat, I have to ask all of you a question. Who would like to roll a D250 for me?
I rolled it last time. Someone else do it.
Gotcha.
250.
250!
You just rolled.
Oh no!
Oh wait.
You rolled.
Wait,
Did you
no.
roll 250 or type 250?
Oh, I did. I was like, did I just? That would be insane if I hit that.
Would be.
167.
I forgot.
All right.
The 1D.
Ooh, this is an interesting question for the party. All right. Would you rather make money doing a job you hate or less doing one you love?
Less doing one you love.
Ooh, that makes sense for Bjorn. Yeah. He left his noble heritage to go do what he loves.
It does.
Quite.
Does anybody else have their answers ready?
Nivara is also less money doing one you love, hence why she's a bard.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been a bard for a while, and she still hasn't made it big yet. And she gets by because she performs, so she can get free room and board. And, you know, she's as obnoxious as she is. She really is down to earth, deep inside.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so she is definitely one who'd rather do one she loves, and that's what she's doing right now, is doing her bard thing and doing what she loves, doing her bard thing. And, you know, if she wanted to make a lot of money, she would not be a bard. She'd do something else. She would not have picked performing, because she ain't dumb. She knows that it's hard to make money performing, so it's hard to make it big.
I think you're going to be hard-pressed to not find an adventurer artist who wouldn't say, like, make less for doing what you love kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it sounds like UFO definitely is in the do what you love category, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because it's expensive to get all of this, like, gunpowder and newt's eye and bat guano and stuff. Like, that doesn't pay for itself. But he's got to set stuff on fire anyway.
Well, cool. Christian, do you know Novo's answer?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you gotta do what you love. I believe I see Novo as someone who, you know, seeing the beauty in music and the magic in music, and giving that to people so that they can also see the same things, the beauty in life and the world, and with that goal, obviously, there's this preciousness to the time that he has on this plane, and you got to be doing what you love, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Oh, that's
Precious
beautiful.
Time. Elves live for like a millennia.
not long enough. We're not
Never long
immortal.
enough.
And
That's
just
what we get to, right?
right.
Chris wants that money.
Nothing's promised. UFO,
Chris
nothing's
Rivers wants that
promised.
money. Look, he used to heal people for not a whole lot of money back in the Legion of Saint Cuthbert.
Oh.
Now he's about that cash, that gold, that plata in the hands.
You know
He
what I'm
doesn't-
talking about, son?
He doesn't mind treating a
Got that
very
right.
infected wound as long as he gets that quiche.
Yeah,
He has
Hey,
his sidekick anyways, so.
exchange gold for healing services.
Yeah, Doc's getting that bread all day.
He's a doctor. He deserves it. Oh.
I do pro bono
Okay.
work sometimes.
Who'd have to talk to? We'd have to make like a pact with a demon, or like get bitten by a vampire here to become.
I was
immortal.
blessed, son.
Like
Crossroads
oh, no,
demon.
You're good. You're good. I mean, I'm sure that your God will save
I was
you. and-
chosen by Saint Cuthbert to lay these hands, both for slapping down and raising up.
Why do I,
I
just
am-
see Kanye?
I am writing that down.
I just hear Kanye, man.
Little bit of Diamond Anvil's coming out right now of the
Diamond
Pride.
Anvil.
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh.
Diamond Anvil.
All right, the flaming sphere that took 2 weeks to get here. UFO, what are you doing?
Yeah, so UFO is going to cast Flaming Sphere, and what that does is a 5-foot diameter sphere of flame is going to appear in a space about somewhere within 60 feet of me. I'm going to go right about there. Sure. And any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dex save.
Okay.
And then the creature will take 2d6 on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Cool. Perfect.
And what I'm also going to do is as an evocation wizard, I can make little pockets of safety with all my evocation spells so I don't get my allies caught up in them.
Yeah.
And so with the effects of when I cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures that I can see, I can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level. The chosen creatures automatically succeed on their saving throws against the spell, and they take no damage if they would normally take half damage on a successful save. So from here, I can really only see Bjorn, Nivara, and Novo. So those three are going to be immune from the effects of the flaming sphere. And then one more thing I get to do with the flaming sphere is, as a bonus action, I get to move it. And if
that's really cool.
And if I move it into someone, they automatically have to make that dex save. So
yeah.
I am going to slam the new flaming sphere into this orc right there in front of Bjorn.
Okay. So he makes that save. Okay. It's a dex save?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me look up really quick because I did cast Vicious Mockery on that one that Bjorn's next to as well, so he might get disadvantage on that.
It's only attacks, I believe.
It's only attacks. Okay.
But you can, I believe one of our bards, I think you, Ashley, you can actually lower or like lower saves and such like that. Or I think, Ashley, you're the Valor bard, so I think you can lower AC and such like that. While Christian, I think you can lower saves. Is that how that works with the lore bard? Let me know about the Bardic Inspiration you guys have. But specifically, you guys have Bardic Inspiration that can affect the enemies. So that's really important to know, especially if they might be on the edge of like making a save versus losing a save, or you really want them to lose. So
for what I can do, it only is on my teammates, but my teammates, the combat inspiration can be added to Bjorn's damage roll or to increase his AC.
That's cool.
That's how it works for me, but it's not on that orc. So.
Got it.
And it should be noted, the 3 orcs that are purple currently have Fairy Fire on them, so they already have their attack rolls against them have disadvantage.
Yes, so Novo casted Fairy Fire last session in the round of combat, and so the 3 with purple have Fairy Fire effect on them.
DM?
Yes.
Point of order. For those who are curious about the way that the College of Lore works, cutting words can be used on a creature within 60 feet of you that makes an attack roll, ability check, or a damage roll. And you can use your reaction to expend one of your bardic inspiration, rolling that die and subtracting that number roll from the creature's roll. But again, that is an attack roll, ability check, or a damage roll.
Yeah.
Is that before I reveal the roll?
You can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails, or before this creature deals its damage.
All right, perfect. So good things to keep in mind. Thank you, Justin.
Yep, no worries. Also, DM, the creature is immune if it cannot hear you or is immune to being charmed.
Boom. But all these guys can be charmed and can hear all of you guys. So I think you're solid. So he rolled an 11.
Nice. That fails. The spell save DC is a 13.
Cool.
So he failed his dex check, so he is going to take 2 8d6 fire damage.
He already took some damage. He's not bloodied yet, which from last time discussing bloodied versus critical, bloodied is half health, where critical is a fourth of your health. He's not at either of those conditions yet, but he just took 5 damage.
Yeah, he just took 5 fire damage.
He is in the bloodied stage now. He is not looking too hot. So that's perfect. UFO, was that all that you could do for that combat?
Yep, that was my action casting the spell and bonus action to move the sphere.
Perfect. Okay, and you're not moving. So, next up we have Big Al! Bonz Calizorn! Big Al from Big Al's Butterskull Ranch. You guys healed him last time. Doc Rivers actually gave him a potion that he happily slurped up. I believe he got max HP from it. It was like a really good roll. So he is doing great. He's not bloodied anymore. He's looking good, and he has Doc Rivers' mace. So he's gonna move 5, 10. Whoops! I moved Nivara for 10, 15, 20, and so he's gonna be on either side of these orcs here. Yeah, because there's a space in between. And he's going to do his first attack, because he has multi-attack. He's going to do his first attack on the one to his north, and the mace is a d6. Okay, let's see if he hits first. So, what is his bonus? What does he get? He gets, his strength is plus 5 to hit. That's really nice. 10 to hit. I don't think that hits. Nope. So he makes his first swing at that orc, and it doesn't do it. The orc kind of like it like hits his shield. Big Al, he's still recovering from being like blindfolded and locked in a cellar. His hands are still cold, a little stiff, so he didn't quite make it. But he's gonna turn around and try to swing at the other one. And that one definitely hits. So let's roll that damage, which is a d6 plus 3. 1 d6 plus 3, and he sinks 4 damage in. So minimum, but still, he's helping you guys out. He's doing okay. So, all right, Big Al goes, and last but not least, Dr. Rivers.
Before the end of Big Al's turn, he probably feels the heat from the flaming sphere and might want to step away from it.
Oh, yeah.
Since he is within 5 feet of it.
He is going to get an opportunity attack, though. So,
I mean, he can move 5 feet away from the sphere and still be engaged to the orcs he's engaged to.
Oh, you're right. He can move right here. He backs up. He does that. He's like standing there. He's like, all right. And then he starts to feel the heat. And he's like, whoa. And he backs up real quick. Thank you.
I better get out of the kitchen.
And now Doc Rivers.
Okay. Doc Rivers is gonna bust in, and he is going to, on his way, he's gonna move. Oop, that's there we go. And he's gonna move right here. And who is immune from the flaming sphere?
Novo, Nivara, and Bjorn.
Okay, cool.
You can move to. Yeah, sorry,
here.
go ahead.
Yep, he's going to move there. And he is going to use his action to cast Bless on 3 creatures. So Big Al is going to be blessed. Nivara is going to be blessed, and Bjorn is going to be blessed. And
Bless up.
when you are blessed,
Stay blessed.
the target makes, when you make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack or saving throw. And that will be for 1 minute or 10 rounds.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Is it like a one-time thing? Like I need to
Nope.
use it once within?
No,
oh,
you
I
are
just
blessed.
keep doing it for like a
Mhm.
full minute. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I came and I like you as I'm like walking by, like my little amulet, like little beam of light just kind of shoots right into into the center of your forehead. Your third eye opens up a little bit. You can see things before they happen a little bit now. You strike truer and you dodge more easily.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, same thing. As soon as I step in the room, the beam of light just shoots out from the amulet to Bjorn and Big Al's forehead.
And that was what, plus
1d4.
Anytime you make a saving throw or an attack roll a d4.
Gotcha.
And I got an icon on all three of you. So.
Sweet. And then for my bonus action, I will be casting the level 2 spell Spectral Weapon. And I create a floating spectral weapon.
It's a bomb-ass spell.
Yeah, and
what does it look like?
Bonus. It is a it's a mace. It looks exactly like my other mace. Or whatever St. Cuthbert's chosen spectral weapon is.
How about this? It's really big. I'm gonna make it smaller. But what about this as like a floating spectral weapon? Whoops, that icon is a bit.
Spooky.
All right, how about this for your weapon? I can give you control of it.
I like it. Oh. Ooh, yeah, that's spooky. Spooky weapon slaps this dude. Boom. Slap.
All right. Is that like an attack roll you make against him?
So that will be, yes. So I will be making a melee spell attack roll on this creature, and if I hit, he takes 1d8 plus my spell casting.
All right.
Yeah, which is pretty good. D20 plus my spellcasting mod is 6. Cool. 6.
Sink that nasty.
Ooh, does a 23 hit?
It does. It does.
All right. Nice. Cool. Pretty tasty damage.
That's
9.
tasty damage.
That's pretty good.
9 radiant damage? Maybe. I don't know if it's holy or not.
Yeah. The orc is bloodied. He's not critical yet, but he is bloodied. That was a huge chunk of damage that like this like spectral mace just swings down and like maybe like crushes its shoulder a little bit. Like you heard some bones break. He's not feeling the greatest.
Oh, it actually says St. Cuthbert is known for his mace. In the spell.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it is in fact a mace.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, so that's my turn. That was my action, bonus action, move, done.
All right. So we're back up in initiative order, and the surprise round has ended. After the first round, you guys, Novo casted Fairy Fire. These two orcs at the top here have taken some damage. Was this orc down here? But we still have a lot to go through. The orcs will be moving on their turn at initiative 9 when they come to them. But first, Naivara, what are you doing?
I would like to cast. Quick question for Blessed. That works for spell attacks too, right? It doesn't have to be like a bow attack or
I think I need
like a weapon attack.
Specifies attack roll, right? So if it is
it says makes an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
So a ranged spell attack that should work for it.
If it's a ranged spell attack roll, I don't understand why it would be different than a
ranged attack roll that's not a spell attack
but
roll.
I'm also not the DM, so
No, I all for it.
Okay, then I am gonna cast Firebolt on that one.
You
See my
have
little
advantage.
ping? Perfect.
because it has fairy fire on it, and all attack rolls against it have advantage. Any attack
Advantage
roll against the
and
affected.
D4.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
All right, so I get a 16
That's a hit.
plus 3
Yep.
plus. But I want to know what I really got. Oh,
Womp
that didn't
womp.
work. 16 plus 3 is 19, and 2 does a 21 hit.
21 does hit, yes.
What?
Yeah. You know, surprising, I know.
So target is gonna just take 1d10 fire damage, and if a flammable object is hit by the spell that it's not being worn or carried, it would be set fire, but it's being, so that shouldn't affect it because he's.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Ooh, minimum damage. It's just the 1d10, right? There's no bonuses or anything?
Nope.
Womp womp. Okay. Well,
Womp, womp. At
he
least I
takes-
hit.
yep, he takes 1
fire
damage, and it's this guy over here. It back in this corner, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The farthest one away from me.
Yeah, your little firebolt kind of like hits his like armor, and like you can see it like burns like a little hole in his armor and his like skins, and he kind of looks down and he goes, "Oh." Yeah. Is there anything else you're gonna do?
No, that's all I was gonna do.
Okay, beyond
Womp womp.
the outside. You have advantage on that guy.
And you have combat
On the guy-
inspiration.
The guy in front of me.
Yeah, because he's affected by fairy fire.
Well, so I was wondering, would it make sense if I went and so Dalton, what was the range on your orb again?
As long as they end within 5 feet of it, they have to make the roll. But you're also safe. You
Okay, well,
automatically
no.
succeed on the roll.
Yeah, no. So what I was wondering is, I was kind of thinking about using Thunder Wave, and just like fucking up all these guys, you know?
Nice.
Oh, bleeping up all these guys. Sorry.
Dalton, you gotta press the button.
Yeah, Dalton did
It's
press
too
button.
He missed
Dang it,
it.
Dalton.
You are S&P guy, Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton, that was really your fault for not predicting Dan was gonna say that.
You guys are making me real mad right now.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know. Would that like? I'm thinking because it goes in a 15-foot wave. 15-foot cube originating from you must make a con saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet from you.
I can also always just move the sphere. You don't need to worry about it.
Pushing them.
Okay, sick. If I move into like further in, Spencer, is that going to trigger an opportunity?
You're trying to move like here in between these two orcs.
Yeah.
So you can pass through your ally's space, but you cannot willingly pass through an enemy space.
So what if I used action surge to use disengage and go through, or nah?
I think disengage just prevents attacks of opportunity. I don't think it allows you to go through an enemy space. There are some people who can do that. Like I believe halflings can move through creatures who are larger than them. Is it medium size or just large size?
Let me check. I have it.
We'll double check on that. But
Yeah,
I'm
any
gonna say
creature
you
that
can.
that is of a size larger than mine.
Okay, you can though. I would say like maybe move like onto the table and down, like right here.
Like here?
Yeah, if you want to be on the table, that's perfectly fine because that won't provoke any attacks of opportunity.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
So is it because we've now completed one entire round with them being surprised that they're not surprised, or do we have to wait until their turn for them not to be surprised anymore?
this is confusing, I know, but I'm glad you brought it up, Christian. Essentially, how it works, because Dalton double checked us on this. Essentially, they roll an initiative like normal, but when it comes to their turn, up until for their first turn on round 1, they can't do any attacks of opportunity because they are surprised. When it gets to their turn, they become unsurprised and then can do attacks of opportunity, but they don't get to do anything on their turn. So that's passed, and now it's normal combat, essentially normal combat. And just to explain attack of opportunity, what that means is a normal enemy's like area of attack is within 5 feet of them, like all around them. And if you enter into that zone, you're fine. You can like attack and engage in melee. But if you try to leave that 5-foot area around any enemy, they get to use. You have one reaction in between your combat and everything. So you have your turn where you can do normal stuff, your action, bonus action, movement. But every turn you get a reaction as well. Sometimes you can hold an action and use a reaction to do that. Sometimes you can use a reaction to all sorts of stuff. Most people use it for attacks of opportunity. So if somebody moves outside that 5 feet, they can use their reaction to hit you. So essentially, that's kind of what's going on here. Does that better explain it?
Awesome. Yep.
Okay, cool. But Bjorn did basically use, I was going to say, like, if you're going to move a lot, like, essentially it's like 10 feet of movement instead of 5 feet to get on the table, but you get off on the table just fine. And you didn't move out of 5 feet of anybody's attack, so you're good. So.
Okay. So I couldn't go, like, right there, for example?
Because the one up here, since...
We get to attack, yeah.
Yes.
Got you. Okay. Well, it's a 15-foot cube, right? So 15-foot cube kind of means that Nivara would be in it, right? Or would she be saved by the wall?
15-foot cube. So if
the door's open though, so not behind a wall.
Dan, you're talking if you put it like right here.
Well, a thunder wave emanates from me, so it's
Is that 15 feet? 15. Like 15, three spaces across, right? And 3 spaces down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. Oh yeah, thunder wave. Boom.
Yeah. So you get those 3 orcs. So
maybe a con save.
Con save. Okay. They're gonna make their con save. So let's see how they do. All right. Con saves. What are their cons? Con. All right. Okay. So the first one got a 14.
All right, he passes.
The second one got a 12.
Passes.
And the last one got a 4.
Fails.
Okay, cool.
So the one that fails is knocked back 10 feet.
He rolled a nat 1. So
okay.
So it was this guy.
Yeah. So on a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much and isn't pushed.
Now this is
also
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect. So,
yeah.
like, these
everything on the
tables are gonna go flying.
Oh, yeah. Like all like knives and plates just like start flying at the walls and stuff like that. Maybe like the orcs over here are like have to like dodge and duck out of a few knives coming their way and everything. So but I was going to say, for the damage against the orc, now normally when you roll a nat 20, you roll your damage die twice. They don't really say anything for nat 1s for saves, but I personally like to rule that essentially a nat 1 for a enemy save is like you rolling a nat 20 for your roll. So I'm going to say go ahead and don't add the modifier twice if there is a modifier. Just roll your damage die twice.
And just add the modifier once.
Yep. So there we go.
Do you have a modifier to add, Dan? That was nice. 2 7s. That's awesome.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to think of like what my modifier would be. Sorry.
Ashley, didn't you say you could add something to? Oh, well, you have to give him bardic inspiration. Wait, does he
spellcasting
have bardic
ability.
inspiration?
Yeah.
Oh,
He does.
I do,
Dan.
and I.
Do you want to add to your attack at all?
You want to add a 1d4 to your attack?
I thought it was a 1d6.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a 1d6, and you can add to damage roll.
Okay, so do I need to roll damage again?
No, you can keep
No,
that
you
damage.
just roll
Okay.
a 1d6, and you would add it onto it if you choose
Yeah.
to use it.
Mm-hmm. And then, Dan, it's Thunder Wave.
Yeah, Thunderwave. Yeah.
Ooh, that's max. That's awesome.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah, so that dude just did. So that dude took 20 damage.
So we're in the middle of combat, and we made a mistake. More
Yep.
so me. I was encouraging something because I misunderstood the rules. And D&D has a lot of different rules. And even though all of us have been playing for a very long time, well, most of us except for Christian. Like sometimes it's okay to misunderstand the rules and everything. Just sometimes that's why everybody has books on hand and stuff like that, so they can go back and double check them. What happened here was Bjorn did Thunder Wave and had them do basically a spell attack against all of them and make them do a spell save. I misunderstood what his bardic inspiration was that he got from Ashley. While it can add to attack damage, it's specifically with a melee weapon. So
I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's my mistake, here I've already told Dan this, but I'm just gonna say, hey, keep that D6 you already rolled because that's a really good roll, and hang on to that. If he makes a weapon attack, he can just use that for a future attack because that was my mistake. I made a mistake on that part.
So that guy has 14 health, right?
14 damage.
14 damage, right?
Yeah, he flies back, slams into the wall. That's probably what did a lot of the damage was flying into the wall with so much force that he looks messed up. He's critical. He's all shook up, barely even there right now. So.
And then these two take half damage, right? So they take 7.
They do. So funny enough, this guy at the top, he is dead.
Oh.
He had 6 health left. So do you want to tell us how he died? Did a knife fly off the table and hit him or?
It wasn't a knife actually. It was a ladle. A ladle for the gravy that they had with the mashed potatoes went flying, and the circular part kind of just caught him there with such force, right in the head. It was gruesome.
Man,
really, Bjorn's not going to be having mashed potatoes and gravy for a while. Let's stick with him.
At least not with that ladle.
Yeah, no, it's or maybe he will. Maybe he actually, now that he thinks about it again, he's kind of hungry.
So
he's already passed it.
That's perfect.
Go
ahead.
But if you would think that is the end of my turn, it is not. So because I'm a fighter at level 3, I get something pretty neat, and that is called Action Surge. So I'm going to use my Action Surge, and basically what it is I get to take another action. Bing bong.
It's a nice fighter feature.
It's a very nice fighter feature. And what I want to do with this is this guy that I injured, I want to shellac him.
Yeah. This guy down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That guy's going down.
He's not looking bloodied, but he is hurt. That was a lot. That was a good chunk of damage you did to him. So.
Okay. So I get. Hold on. So.
Yeah.
1d4 because what Justin did, right? Just bless.
Yes, you get 1d4 when you make an attack roll or a save.
Okay, so hold on, I'm trying to remember what my modifier is. It's +5. plus 1d4. This thing is screwed, man. Like, I'm gonna hit it. So I just nat 20'd it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that means crit damage, does it not, GM?
It does.
And I have 1d12.
Now, to everybody at home, check in with your DMs whenever you play with crit damage, because some people do a lot of home rules with because of it. It wasn't really a thing in previous editions. I think 5e kind of introduced the crit rules, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
Nope. I'm completely wrong on that. Okay, cool.
They definitely had them in 3.
Then never mind. Okay, forget what I said about that. Anyways,
I
check
think
your
they
DM.
did. I don't know. Now I have to go check because we always
Okay.
did with them.
There's whole
Back
big.
in the day when we were playing with candles,
it-
and we had very heavy metal dice, it was bad. People got
bad.
poisoning. They're all lead.
Hey, you know that show Stranger Things? They play Dungeons and Dragons in their
But we
basement?
did
That's
that.
based off of me, right?
I don't know why I'm like an old Italian man.
Yeah, all these old Italian dudes play D&D. I never knew.
All the old Italian dudes I know play D&D.
Hey, what do you think like you do when you leave the mafia? You join
Yeah, it
a
is a thieves
D&D
guild.
group, you know?
With
Yeah, that's
Sledge
actually
dice.
what the mafia
That's-
does. It's actually
That's how you get into it.
Club.
Yeah.
So back to combat.
So back to
So,
combat.
anyways.
So what my point was going to be is that a lot of DMs do different rules. So always double check. The official rules is that whatever like damage die you would roll, you just roll 2 of them. So double check because a lot of DMs do it differently. But Dan, would you like to go ahead and roll your damage?
And so, question: do I add in? I'm gonna add in the +6 here.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, I
Do you
mean,
want to wait to see how much damage you do first before
no.
you choose?
Well, I mean, I feel bad, right? Because I feel
No.
like I shouldn't have used it before. I
That was
feel
my
like-
fault.
No, I know, but I almost like, like. I know it's like a max roll, I don't know. I feel like you're trying not to handcuff me, and you're trying to be more than generous, and I'm like, man, maybe I should just like let it go. I don't know. Never mind.
Appreciate it. I think it's perfectly fine for you to first roll your damage and then decide whether or not you want to roll the additional damage
All right.
or add the
I got,
additional damage.
I got you.
I
my
believe
dude.
that's how the rules written anyways. You
Mm-hmm.
just have to make the decision to add it before the DM tells you what the result is.
Yep.
You said roll it
Your
twice,
weapon?
right?
Yeah.
And then I added my modifier.
Add in your modifier.
I add my modifier twice.
No, just once.
Okay. Okay, so here's my question.
Yes.
I have great weapon fighting, so one of the
Yes.
dice rolls was 2, and on a 1 or a 2, I can re-roll, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, check.
So let's see what that is.
Haha! So 4
Nice.
plus 9 is 13 plus 3, 16.
So do you want to use that d6 or do you want to just see what happens after that damage?
Let's see what happens after the damage.
Yeah,
I think we'll save it.
He had 8 health, so even your first attack before you re-rolled would have done the damage. So he is also dead. So this is an amazing scene. Bjorn get on this table, just blasts everybody's away, and then cuts down 2 people.
Like a ladle, one dude basically gets flown into a wall. One dude gets a ladle to the skull, and the other dude gets cleaved in half. It's just Bjorn, what's going on, man?
Oh my god,
And
buddy.
Bjorn just looks
What
over.
did you take today?
Bjorn just looks over to the group and just goes, I had a lot of frustration from my in-laws. I had to get out from Easter dinner. All right.
Too much frustration, not enough tater tots.
I feel better now.
Oh my god. Well, that's amazing. We're still on the second round of combat, and already it's looking pretty good for you guys. But let's go on to Novo. It is now your turn.
Yeah, so Novo sees this orc get just absolutely slammed against the wall here. And it's just kind of just on the corner of his eye. It's just on the if you can see, I kind of have a little bit of a line of sight. That's like the most I can see on the right hand side. Yeah. And he points to him and he casts vicious mockery and says, "Away, you boil-brained drunkard!" And as he does this, he, the notes turn into this enchantment and this kind of like spear of magic, and flies towards him.
Yeah.
And then with that, it is just so they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Or take 1d4 psychic damage.
So he got a 12 for his save.
All right. My spell save DC is 12.
Ooh. So how it works for saves, if it matches, they succeed. So they are not affected. Some spells allow you to do half damage, like the Thunderwave spell that Dan did, but unfortunately, since Vicious Mockery is a cantrip, I don't believe it does any damage if he makes the save, correct?
Nothing happens.
So maybe I like to think that he's so like shell-shocked from the slamming into the wall, he just doesn't even hear you. Like you try to insult him to death and he's just like, yeah. Like Saving Private Ryan, like waking up on the beach, still like trying to figure out what's happening type deal. So
I love you, Maggie.
I just say out loud, I guess I should use a better insult next time. And then for my bonus action, I look over to Nova. Oh my gosh, UFO on my right, and I say, "Here, you've been patient enough. Now let it roar." And I give him a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
awesome. All right, and since you're not moving, it is now the orcs' turn. So
I got a feeling that things are coming to me.
they get their first turn. We're gonna start with this orc right up here, and he is probably like he's being attacked from like a fire spear on one side, of a spiritual weapon on the other side, and he's like, "Oh!" Now, Justin, to clarify, can the orc move into the space that the spiritual weapon is in?
Hold on. Let me take a look at the spell.
While you're taking a look, I'll go ahead and do a different orc instead, because this orc down here, he's just gonna step up right here, and he's gonna take a whack at Big Al. He's gonna be like, roar! And he takes a whack. I don't think he hit though. Let's see how much. Nope. He tries to take a whack at Big Al, and Big Al just easily deflects it. Doesn't even make a hit.
So it says it's spectral, so I don't think so. I think it can just, it just is
where he is. Yeah, because he wanted to move in between where you and Big Al are.
I don't think there's I think it would just kind of like stay floating right here.
Okay, perfect. So he's
next
gonna
turn it would go.
So the first orc that went, is he going to stay there or is he going to back away from the
He
flame
was going to
sphere?
stay there because he's a
is he?
dumb old orc.
Okay, he needs to make a dex save against a DC 13.
Okay. So the reason why he's doing that is because he moved into the spear's range. Dex save, you said?
Yes.
16.
That's a pass. So he's going to take half damage.
Okay.
Which is going to be 3 fire damage.
All right. He takes that fire damage and goes, fear hot, get away.
It singes his arm hair a little bit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this guy who moved out of the spear's range is gonna take a swing at you, Doc, because the other orc was attacking. Yeah. Okay. He's gonna take a swing.
Let's do it.
7 to hit.
That does not hit me.
What? He rolled a 2, so
Oh my god, no way.
so meanwhile, there's these two orcs down here. So this orc is gonna step over the dead body. Oh, let me move him up a layer. Let's see. Back. There we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
question, Spencer. Before they attack me,
Yeah.
so I have a spell called Shield. That is
Yes.
called a reaction spell.
Correct.
Would I be able to like see that after I find out like what their first roll is?
Correct.
Sweet.
So essentially, they're gonna make a roll against you, and I'll be like, "Oh, they swing, and it's gonna be like a 17 to hit or whatever," and then you can be like,
Just over your AC.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, now my AC's way higher.
Yeah.
I had a magical barrier that whole
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
And I believe doesn't that last the whole round?
No, it's until the next turn. Yeah, the whole
Perfect.
It lasts
So
until the I have it pulled up.
I think the start of your next turn.
Until the start of your next turn. It's +5 to AC.
yeah. Well, he rolled a 19 to hit.
All right. So shield.
So what does that raise your AC to?
21.
21. Perfect. Okay, yeah, you're safe. He tries to swing at you. You cast shield, and what does this look like? What does the Bjorn shield kind of look like when it comes?
Yes, there's not an actual shield.
Yeah.
The guy goes and Bjorn just goes, you can't touch me. I cast the magic shield. You can't do it. And he just like is a dumb orc and is like, oh.
Okay, perfect. Well, this other orc is gonna press up to you. He's also gonna take a swing.
So the other orc needs to make a dex save.
Oh, okay.
Unless he backs away
Unless he backs away.
from the flame sphere.
Oh, this guy. No, just go ahead and roll that damage. Oh wait, no, he has to save, right?
He does have to make a dex save.
Okay, because he's like, oh, I'm not gonna move out of the way of him and take an attack of opportunity. He rolled 11.
That is a fail.
Cool.
He's going to take some fire damage.
Ooh.
5 fire damage.
Ooh, he's singed. And he goes, you right! The spear, the circle is hot! Oh.
Shocker.
So, I have unfortunate news, Bjorn. That's a nat 20. So, he's gonna, this orc right here, he's gonna sink some nasty damage into you, because he has a great axe. So,
Oh no. The D12.
You know what? Bjorn welcomes the pain.
okay.
Nope.
Bjorn, after killing like basically almost 3 of his brethren,
Yeah.
of his orc brethren, like Bjorn's like, come on, like give me your best shot.
Well, he gives it to you. He rolled pretty low on his first weapon attack, but it kind of high on his second one, and he sinks in 15 slashing damage at you.
I'm not even bloodied.
Okay.
Fine.
Cool. Perfect.
We're a hit point off of bloodied, but we're not bloodied.
We're still doing good, you know? Like Bjorn kind of like shakes it off and goes, yeah, I'm fine. Then this other orc's gonna press up on you, because yeah, just like you said, he kind of like slaps himself twice and he goes, swinging at you. And nope, that's a 19. That doesn't hit because your shield's up. So, boom. He's still delusional. His like eyesight still hasn't synced up, so he swings and hits the table right next to your foot or something. So,
Right.
and that is, oh wait. Emerging out of this door is another orc from the other room. And he's gonna take a swipe at Big Al. But Big Al deflects it. He doesn't even look. He just kind of goes. He just deflects it with the mace. So, and that's their turn. We're now back at UFO.
Nice. Okay.
Whoa.
First thing, the flame sphere is going to move and slam into that orc. So I'm going to use my bonus action to move the flame sphere into him. So he needs to make a dex save.
Dex save.
Like right into him.
Yeah.
You're moving it like actually on him.
16.
Yeah, it goes like on top of him. 16, so that's a pass. So he's going to only take 3 fire damage.
3. Okay.
And are there
He's bloodied.
any critical / bloodied orcs?
This one is this one's critical. This guy's bloodied. You know what? I'll do a symbol. Let's see. Red will be bloodied, and how about yellow is critical? Does that sound okay?
Okay.
Cool. We'll do that. Oh, this guy's also bloodied. Let me mark him. Boom. There we go.
And so is this guy, I'm guessing, since I just hit him.
No, he's not. Oh, you hit this guy? I thought
Yeah.
it was the left side you hit.
No, I did this.
You did what? I'm sorry, I missed that.
On the map, I'm poking him with the flame sphere.
Okay, so it wasn't this guy to the left.
Right.
It was this guy to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not bloodied then.
Okay.
But he definitely is.
Okay. So I am going to shoot out a magic missile. Well, multiple magic missiles. So like blasting through the window, you see like 3 little like Roman candles.
Yeah.
One goes at that guy, one goes at that guy, and then another goes at that guy.
Okay, cool. Do you want to handle this guy's first or?
So magic missile.
Oh, magic missile. Sorry.
As it's written, it's just you roll once, and that's the damage for all 3 of the darts.
Perfect.
So all 3 of those guys are gonna take 4 force damage.
Perfect. Well, you want to know what happens? This guy goes down. This guy
Oh no.
goes down. And it was this guy up here next to Doc or this guy next to Al?
The one that's bloodied.
Okay, cool. Yeah. He's still up. He is critical.
Nice. Yeah, so you just saw like 3 little like Roman candles like blast through the door and like whiz into those 3 guys.
I like to think they all did like different trails in the room and then like hit their targets.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah.
Nice.
And
Perfect.
that's Ufo's turn.
Magic missile is a very underrated spell. Don't let the internet fool you, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
kinda
just
think-
the auto damage is great. Like I don't know if you noticed if anybody watching noticed, but magic missile, you just roll for damage and they take that damage. There's no
That's
save or
really
attack
cool.
roll.
You just need a line of sight on it.
Yeah.
Here's more evidence into how powerful magic missile is that the spell shield that I just cast, which if you think was pretty powerful, being able to instantly add +5. Also, during that, another little thing that it gives you is invulnerability to magic missile. Like it specifically is written, you take no damage to magic missile.
Yeah.
So like literally a spell that's like, I'm going to give you an additional 5 like armor class so that like you can take better hits, right? Like is like, oh yeah, these like things that you think are like little weak missiles, they're not little weak missiles. Like protect yourself from guaranteed damage,
Yeah.
you know?
That's good advice.
Think of
So I think that's just even more evidence to how powerful it is.
Yeah. All right. And Ufo, that was your turn, right?
That's correct.
Perfect. Big Al's gonna go. He's got his 2 big whacks. He's gonna whack the guy right in front of him. He's just like, "Oh, you've come to fight me, huh?" Oh, sorry. I gotta sound like Doug Dimmadome. Ah, you've come to fight me, huh? Ah, no, that sounded. That doesn't sound like. That sounds.
No,
oh.
it was a very exaggerated like,
Dimmadome you.
southern accent that you had.
Yeah.
That's Dimmadome from the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah, I'm gonna whack you.
Yeah, I'm Doug Dimmadome.
I'm gonna whack you.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, he hit. He's gonna do. Let's see how much damage he does. No, I'm looking at the orcs. He has a D6 because he has the mace. That's right.
Yes, he does.
All right, 2 plus. He sinks 5 damage into this orc right here. So he does some whacking, and he is now bloodied. So then he's gonna turn down to the southern one. Pun intended. Ooh, nope, he misses that one. He put all of his strength into the one in front of him, that when he turns around and tries to hit the guy who just emerged from the kitchen, he just can't get it off. So that is Big Al's turn. Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers is gonna pull a knife out from his belt, and he's just gonna stab the orc in front of him.
Awesome.
Oh, I
you
probably
can-
can add my. I'm proficient with knives, right? Yeah,
Yeah, you should be, right? It's a simple melee weapon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone can use a knife, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, does a 19 hit?
That does hit.
Sweet. All right. Well, 2 damage from the knife, and then what's
A
up?
little shadow shiv.
I'm not BSing you right now. That orc had 2 health left.
No way, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Calculated.
Yeah,
Oh.
so he just pulls out the knife and then just like stabs him. He kind of like misses, not real good, and the orc's just like, whomp.
Too much blood loss. That was it.
that tipped him over the edge.
Oh no. Doc Rivers like, no, that organ's there. And then he just falls down. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use that spiritual weapon on the bloodied one. So
Yeah.
that will be a substantially higher roll. Nice. Does a 22 hit?
It sure does. And that's against, is it this guy down here?
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
I don't know where the mace icon went, but it was hanging out here. So
Yeah. No, it's right next to him.
There.
You're good.
okay,
Yeah.
sweet. And that's D8 plus my mod. All right, well, 7 more damage to that guy as the
Justin.
force damage.
Justin,
What?
he has 7 health left. I'm not kidding. The first guy had 2 health. This guy had 7.
That's
Justin,
awesome.
you're honorably
Are you
killing
serious?
Yeah,
This is so lucky.
feel like-
This is broken.
you literally rolled the exact damage for both of them. I don't get it.
Like,
Well, you know, Doc Rivers is pretty surgical.
He is.
Yeah.
I
And it
love
just,
how
That's
like,
the exact.
wonks
No
him
more,
right
no
in the back
less.
of the neck, and it gets him, and he's just like, burn, and then he falls down.
like unintentionally just like how well that fits the role play, right?
Yeah, and then Doc Rivers looks around real surprised for a second, and then real confident.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah. I got you, Big Al.
He goes,
Points to
thanks,
Dagger.
buddy, I appreciate it. Alright, we're back at the top of initiative order. Nivara, what are you doing? Oh, you just saw all these orcs just drop.
Just drop. I was a little worried about Bjorn for a second there, so I was thinking
No need.
about. Yes, I was thinking about casting Healing Word, but
Yeah.
since he seems to be holding his own okay, all of my other party members seem to be doing okay. My thought process is I am going to make an attack roll, and I also have like a quick thing to say as like a D&D player's tip.
Yeah.
So for players, as you can see, each round when you have even just a couple of people can take a decent amount of time. So something that's really good etiquette when you're playing in combat is to already be thinking about what you're going to be doing so that when it gets to your turn, it can go quicker. So that way we can get through it quicker instead of me, which I'm kind of stalling right now. I know what I'm doing, I swear. I just want to kind of explain what I'm doing.
Yeah.
but just so that you know that when you get to your turn, then you can go, you can do it, you can say this, and this, and get through it quicker instead of just being like, I don't really know what I do. And that way, at least you know what questions you have. If you do have questions, if you're a new player, you using a new spell, something like that. And that way the time can be better spent talking to the DM instead of you kind of just thinking and not really knowing what you want to do.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of a helpful little tip to help keep it fun for you and just have kind of good etiquette while you're playing. But yeah, so like I said, I was thinking about doing a healing spell. Bjorn's doing well, so I'm going to do an attack roll instead. And I am going to do that firebolt cantrip again.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it actually goes. So all of these guys with the skull and crossbones, they're all dead, right?
They're dead. You only have 2 left? Yeah, you only have 2 left. The one that emerged from the kitchen and this guy affected by fairy fire.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the one that emerged from the kitchen.
Perfect.
So,
D4. Remember, you are blessed.
yes.
And just to go off of what you were saying, Ashley, yeah, the proper table etiquette is kind of like it's having, like you were saying, just active members at the party table, right? One of the main things that sometimes people complain about or can get on other people's nerves is you aren't actively participating until it comes to your round. Like when you're, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh, okay, well, what if I do this? Sometimes preparing what you might want to do and even a backup plan for when it becomes your turn is a good way to kind of like just stay active and like make it timely. You can fit more stuff in if you're not if you're actually participating and like thinking about your moves, and that's what I'm really proud of everybody here is that in our stream and everything, the reason why we have these good short 3-hour sessions is because everybody is actively participating and planning their next moves. And that's how you make a quicker, better, more content-filled game, which is good. It takes active participation from everyone, but yeah. Go ahead, Justin.
I just feel like that came right after my turn, so now I'm real self-conscious about
No.
What? No, you didn't.
Yeah, you were fine.
You were fine. Everybody's been doing fine. I just wanted to bring it up as something to talk about because that's what the stream's about, is learning how to play.
But actually,
not
Justin,
a call out on you.
It was just really suspicious timing that I created.
You took way too long.
I created a false reality.
Yeah, Justin,
No,
we didn't want to
you're fine.
talk about it directly to you and have like a productive conversation. We wanted to just, talk about it around you and hopefully thought that you would get. No, I'm
That
kidding.
you would kick it out. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Passive
Dalton, I'm gonna need
aggressive
a bleep.
works really well, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're gonna-
super
I'm gonna need a
great.
bleep.
I can't bleep you. I can only bleep myself.
I was just gonna say. You can't bleep. Okay.
No, I can only bleep me.
I was gonna make a joke about Justin.
Unfortunately, I can't remotely bleep your computer.
You can bleep yourself. You can
Can't
just
you
be
bleep
like,
over it?
yeah.
It doesn't cut his.
Yeah.
Everybody can still hear his audio. There's just
Ah,
also a
man.
beep noise.
I
Yeah.
bleep myself all the
Yeah,
time.
Just
in and out of
Pretend
mute.
to say the bad word, and then we'll bleep you, and then we'll do it again, and then you just keep talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready?
That part.
And scene. He's not doing anything.
No. Let's go. Let's just keep going.
Okay. 16 to hit.
16 to hit that orc. That hits.
3 measly fire damage.
Boom! You sink that fire damage in.
Did he have just 3 hit points exactly?
No,
Oh.
it's this one
He's
down
a
here, right?
freshen.
Yeah, the one that emerged from the kitchen. Yeah, he hasn't been hurt yet.
No.
Except for now. Now he gets part of his like nice like shoulder blade like singed off because he had like animal fur on it, and he my shoulder pad. Yeah.
That's gonna be it.
Okay.
To talk through my thought process. Is that fine that I keep talking
Yeah.
through my thought process?
No, you can't
Um,
talk anymore.
Okay, that's fair. I talk a lot. Now I'm gonna do it anyways. So I was thinking about using my bonus action to give out another bardic inspiration, but I'm kind of thinking we don't really need it right now because there's only 2 orcs left at the moment, and I'd rather save it in case, I don't know, something crazy happens. But also I'm like, this is probably gonna be the main combat that's left. So, and I only have 1 more bardic inspiration left, so I'm like going back and forth. So I ultimately decided not to use it
Yeah.
because we're doing well and there's only 2 orcs left.
So, yeah, that would
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Your decision.
Prepare for the worst, I say.
Yeah. So I am not going to use it.
Bjorn, Mountainside, it is your turn. You have 1 orc right in front of you. What do you do?
I want to use my 6 seconds of speech to wait real quick. I want to see. Okay, yeah. I'm hoping that this orc might know something in like Dwarvish, so I'm just gonna say in Dwarvish, like, "Hey, good hit, but your life is over now," and I'm gonna like something to the effect of like you're joining your family and friends.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
in Dwarvish.
Yeah.
Okay. You have advantage because he has fairy fire.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
fairy fire is awesome.
Yeah, you can thank Novo for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, hit me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna use that 3 for the D4 if that works.
Sure.
For bless that Justin gave. Rerolling
Yes.
D20. Okay. So 19.
19 to hit?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, that hits. Roll your damage.
1d12 plus 3.
Nice.
And you know what? I'm gonna use that 6.
All right.
So that's 14 damage.
Well, he had 14 health left.
What are
Yes.
people doing? This is redonkulous.
Because he only got that one. What was it? The one firebolt damage
One
from
fire damage from me before.
earlier. Like, so Bjorn, how do you kill him?
Just straight cleave down through the center. Come in right about here
Yep.
at the shoulder, at the neck, and just.
Yeah, I like to think that like that's where Nivara like shot her firebolt, so it like cushioned like opened it up a little bit for you, and then you just kind of went in and did the full
Yeah.
strike. Oh man, Bjorn, you are a monster. Are you gonna move closer to your allies over here or anything, or?
Yeah, so what is that? 10, 15.
I'm gonna say getting off the table. Just make sure that if you're getting off the table, it's gonna be 10 feet of movement instead of just your normal 5.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 10.
Mhm.
And then getting up on a table is 5?
Getting up is still 10.
Okay.
You throw your axe.
Yeah.
20. So I'm gonna do something like this. Use 20 feet of movement. And yeah. Call
Cool.
it a day.
All right, Novo.
All right. Seeing the dork approach our newly acquainted friend here, I'm going to try and cast a vicious mockery on the orc just in front of me to the left.
Oh yeah. So he has to make a save, right?
Yeah, that is a wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
I'm guessing
Cool.
that orcs aren't very proficient in wisdom.
Well, you
I
know,
wouldn't think so.
the tales talk much of the wisdom of orcs. 4.
All right. Well, they failed that saving throw. And
No.
okay.
All right.
They take 2 damage and have
Yeah.
disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
That's pretty good. That's like a really good rider.
Yeah, because it's also like psychic damage, which is fantastic.
2
Mhm.
seconds.
Not too many things are immune to psychic damage. So people all the time complain about vicious mockery because of its
D4.
yeah, but like you cause disadvantage and you
Yeah.
get psychic damage. Like that, not a whole lot of things are resistant to that. So
It's,
Mhm.
I very much see this spell looking at it, and I've been thinking about it the last few turns and stuff as a controlling spell,
Mhm.
more so it being important. Like, sure, a little bit of damage that can't be prevented, but like the disadvantage part, like
I like the way of thinking about that. That the disadvantage on the next attack is the main effect, and you get like
Yeah.
a damage rider.
yeah. So yeah, I point out again, hoping like stronger or like even louder than before, more confident, because surely this time I'm going to, it's going to be successful. And I point at him and I'm like, over here, you bumbling beef-witted buffoon.
and he goes, huh? He hears you this time. And in fact, it's his turn. And funny enough, I didn't even roll disadvantage. I just did because he was gonna attack Big Al, but he got a nat 1 on his first roll. So now it's not written in the rules that anything bad happens on a nat 1 usually, but a lot of people do that. And in fact, I'm gonna say that he's so distracted from Novo's like calling him out, like, oh, why is the window talking to me? He drops his great axe on the floor. So he's gonna have to spend his next turn picking that up. So if he chooses to pick it up. So he's surrounded by all of his dead comrades, and he accidentally dropped his weapon on the ground. He's not looking good. And he's gonna actually start running away, which Big Al gets an attack of opportunity. So he's gonna roll his normal die. Yeah, he smacks this guy. So it's a D6. All right. He sinks in 5 damage. So the orc appears to be bloodied as he's like running out of the room. He like gets conked in the back of the head, but he's still running out of here. So 20. And he runs out the front door and stops and gets all frightened because he immediately sees both UFO and Novo outside. So
Nice.
And with that, it's now UFO's turn.
Nice. I'm checking Flame Sphere to see how far I can move it in a turn.
Yeah,
Did he leave the door open behind him? Or did
definitely.
He did leave it open behind him?
He was fleeing. He was like fleeing, like just like scared. He wasn't worried about shutting doors. It's like a horror movie, where like they don't shut any of the doors. They don't try to maybe they'll throw something in the way, but it's like you can just step over it. So
Okay,
I gotta get out of here.
So I'm gonna make this guy's horrible day that much worse, and move the Flame Sphere down and out the window and ram it into his face.
Yep.
So I need him to make another dex save.
All right. I'm gonna use the dice that didn't give him a nat 1. Ooh, still not good. 8.
That's a fail. So he's gonna take 5 fire damage.
Well, God dang it, guys! He had 5 health left.
No.
Spencer, are you
Wait,
texting
what
that?
is happening?
He had 10 health left. So Big Al brought him down to 5 health, and then UFO just did 5 more damage. I am shocked by how much like you guys are just nailing all of this.
I mean, I still had my attack to do, so he was dead. He was probably dead regardless of that one.
Of anything,
yeah. But can I climb through the window? How much movement is that probably going to be to like climb in?
Like
Why wouldn't you just go in the front door?
10
Like
feet.
right there.
Oh, I guess that's a good point. I don't want to step over orc corpse though.
Well, I do want to say, with the last
fair.
orc defeated, if you guys take a second, you hear like ruckus upstairs, but it hasn't changed since like nobody's running down the stairs to you guys or anything like that. It sounds like all the noise you caused, whoever's upstairs didn't seem to mind it. So you are technically
Nice.
out of combat. So
Should we still be moving in a turn-based order?
I was just gonna say you guys can move how you want, and like formalize your strategy and whatnot. So
I go
think we should.
upstairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we should go upstairs.
Cool.
okay,
What order?
Clear
in
out
what
the
order,
rest of the house.
What
I'll go
order
up
do we want to go
first.
up those
Well,
stairs?
Big Al did say that he wanted it cleared fully, right? So that we were able to
Ah,
receive the
sure.
reward.
Sure did, Novo. We gotta rid all these nasty orcs from my property.
Get your voice back.
Yeah.
And the
Uh,
thing
No,
is-
here's the thing. So, since it sounds like everybody's going to be rushing to just go straight up the stairs, you guys still do have Bless on you. And how many rounds was that? That was like 2? How many rounds does Bless last, Justin?
Isn't it a minute?
Up to.
I think it's a minute. Yeah, I'm
Or
checking
10
that.
rounds?
So, how about we stay in turn order then? If you want to try to keep Bless on you and just run upstairs,
sounds good.
and then go from there. Okay, cool. So, go ahead and take your rest of your turn like normal,
All right.
Dalton.
All right, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I look in the door.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and reveal that area for you.
Don't
It's a
forget to make a
kitchen.
little that's gross noise when stepping over the orc corpse.
Yeah, because I can't even step over it. I probably have to
Step on it.
step on it like multiple times.
Mhm.
And it's probably squishy and I probably lose my footing a little bit. But then I'm going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, stepping over more orc corpse.
Yeah. Cool. So just to let you know, you guys know that there's stairs over here and stairs back here. So
You're right, there are stairs over there. I probably went for those stairs.
that's what I figured. That's what I wanted to tell you before you moved everything. So okay, cool. So UFO does his dash. Big Al just gonna take his turn, just like puts his hands on his hips and goes, "Whoo! These orcs were sure a nasty bunch. I mean, if I had my way," and that's the 6 seconds of speech. So, Doc Rivers.
Yeah, Doc is gonna just 5, 10. I guess he has to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And then up the stairs is like 30 feet. I don't know.
Here. Going up the stairs is going to be, so that's 10 feet. So you can, it's not going to be any difficult. It's not difficult terrain. You can move like normal movement upstairs, I'm going to say.
Okay.
So let me, and you're just running up there, right?
Well, I mean, I'm going up, and I'm gonna. If I get to a closed door, I'm gonna listen before I go in.
Looking up the stairs. So real quick, you would see this. You get to the bottom of the stairs, you look up, it just goes straight up. There's no door. It just kind of goes open, like to an open way, and it's lit. There's candles going, and you can hear the ruckus up there.
Okay. Can I approach the ruckus carefully and kind of try and? Oh wait, do I? I think I have a mirror in my pack. Let me see if I can like.
You're
Take
gonna
a look
spend like an
around.
action to kind of like stealthily
Make a,
use the mirror
a
to like look
perception,
around.
Yeah. Check,
Yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth check, and then we'll kind of see how that shakes out.
Okay.
It's only 10 feet to get up the stairs, by the way, so like
Okay.
you can just
All right. So 5. 5 is my stealth check.
Oh, because disadvantage.
Yep. Because I
Ooh.
jingle jangle.
Okay, well, allow me to direct your attention to the space above the ground level of the farmhouse. Let's go ahead and put you right here at the top of the stairs, Justin. And here's what happens. you like kind of like crawl up and you like move your mirror out and you kind of like try to like see
Fall into the
around.
hallway.
Yeah, maybe you get to the top stair and you're like reaching out, but when you reach out, you lose your like sturdy footing and you slide down like 1 or 2 steps and it's like bum bum and like all your chain like jingles. and so there's 4 orcs up there and they're all playing like card games and stuff and they just like get up and like look at you and they go to move. So the orcs are gonna keep their initiative. Actually, yeah, they'll keep their initiative. I'll keep that the same. So it's gonna be right in between everyone. So
Even though they're different orcs.
you know what? I could roll. The thing is, they had a 9 for the initiative, and I could re-roll, but that might mean they go before everybody else.
Yeah.
So
Would we arguably be surprising them again?
No,
No.
not anymore.
Because they heard us
That's on-
downstairs?
Yeah, that's on me.
Doc Rivers kind of messed up that surprise right there.
Sorry, yeah. That
So
makes sense.
that's one of the things where like if you went out of combat and like snuck up and stuff like that could have been a thing, but because
But we wanted to stay in combat so we could
keep
yes.
less and all that stuff, so that's kind of like that's
We
essentially
can't have
how-
our cake and eat it too, right?
yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
combat.
I see. Okay, here's the
so-
upper level.
Yeah. So the upper level is up there. Nivara, it is your turn. And
Okay.
just keep track. So this is the 3rd round of Bless, and so you have like 7 more rounds of it, which should take you through this next combat. But I just want to make sure we're keeping track.
Are the stairs considered 10 feet of movement?
Yes.
So if I get to
Except
the top of
for-
the stairs.
These stairs in the corner is 15, but these stairs over here is 10.
Okay. So I'm gonna go upstairs with Doc.
Yep.
So that'll be 20. And can I 20, 25, 30. Because I can pass through.
Yep.
People.
Just fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
I am gonna do a vicious mockery on this guy here.
All right.
So let me look that up. I believe I need a DC. I think a wisdom save from
Because Novo's been doing.
him.
Ooh, he got a
Fingers.
4.
Oh, that probably.
Oh, he got a 4. I saw Justin's 19 and I was like, that's gonna pass. No, he
Yeah.
got a 4. Okay, so I do 1d4 and then he'll have advantage on
Disadvantage.
disadvantage on attack rolls.
He sure
So
will. I
that's-
put a sign on him.
Gonna be 2 psychic damage as I say, all right, bring it on, sugar cakes. You're a soft orc.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Bjorn, laying before you is your onslaught. Your defeated enemies all around. The only thing that's different between this and the ring is that they're dead. What do you choose to do?
Yeah, so I think we're just gonna go upstairs.
Yep.
So we're gonna hop down. So that's 10.
Mm-hmm.
And 15, 20. Can I do that and is that 25 or do I gotta do that?
Let's see. That's 10, 15, 20. No. You can go here. Yeah, it's diagonal. You can do that. It's like a corner. I like to
and-
imagine you grab like the door frame and you kind of swing around.
Are
Are you gonna dash?
Yeah. We'll go like yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah. You like run up there. Are you gonna yell anything at them?
I'm gonna say, "Hey, look at the elf." 'Cause I took a pretty rough hit earlier.
you run up in between everybody and go, "Oh, kill her!"
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, perfect. You do that. Novo.
Sorry, Ashley.
Right.
It's fine.
My question is,
Yes.
Can I climb through this window?
Yeah, I said it would be 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
I think the only reason UFO Dalton decided to go because he wanted to check out the kitchen before, right?
That was UFO's thought process. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you ask earlier. Then.
No, it's okay. It's always okay to double check.
Well, since everybody's gone so far ahead, so and dashing actually uses an action, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So your action can be used for a variety of different things. A lot of people use it for spells or attacking, but you can dash to double your movement speed. You can disengage to get away from attacks of opportunity. You can help another player. There's lot of really cool stuff you can do with it. Using an item.
Hiding.
Sorry, I was trying to get to a point where I could heal Bjorn, but he dashed.
Yeah,
so
everybody's running
I
upstairs.
would have to get there.
The
I'll
cool thing is you could
probably just
dash
climb.
and then use your bonus action to give some inspiration.
You can do that.
It's true. Did Bjorn still keep that inspiration because of
He
how
used
that
it,
worked out? Okay,
I believe.
it still did. Okay. Gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna climb through here. And then I will just use my action for dashing.
Cool.
So I'll come all the way up here just behind
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers. And I think it would be a good time to go ahead and use my bonus to give some inspiration to Doc Rivers. How he inspired me with how clinical his kills, how honorable his kills were.
Yeah.
And
Quick and fast.
I see the light in you. Now take some of the music in me, and I give him the inspiration.
That was cute.
That was great.
Sweet. I don't know.
Nice.
Oh, it's okay.
Alrighty. So who's up? Orcs.
The orcs' turn is up. So what they're gonna do is we're gonna start at the top here. And Dan, even though they heard Bjorn yell, "Look at the elf," these two kind of nod at their companions, and they're coming after you. So this guy moves right over here. This guy moves right here, and they're both gonna take a swing at you. So first one, roll to 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. He didn't roll high on his attack damage. Six slashing damage with his great axe. The second one is attacking. That is only a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Boom. So the second one, maybe he was a little too distracted from you yelling about the elf, and he kind of like looked over while he swung.
Yeah.
But then these bottom two are gonna go. So this one closes in on Nivara. Actually, they both are gonna come after Nivara. This one.
Well, thank God one of them has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yep. So the one without disadvantage is attacking first. He rolled a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Second one with disadvantage. 15 to hit. He still rolled kind of
That's
high.
still gonna hit.
All right. 10 slashing damage.
I'm critical.
Okay. All right.
I got hit real hard, guys, and I am not on the front lines, guys. Why did I come up here?
That's okay.
My silks.
So
I just laugh on No, my character would not actually do that.
He wouldn't actually do that.
No.
Well, you can heal her.
I am laughing.
You can bring her back.
He wouldn't, just to get peace and quiet.
All right, but that is their turn. It is now Ufo's turn.
Okie doke. I am downstairs, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then where do those stairs take me?
I'm going to reveal. It's in the bottom right side. So you get to see this over here. So you can put yourself, I believe you already moved 15 feet. You can put yourself at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
And you can see all the way down the hallway.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to blast off a firebolt down the hallway at that guy.
Boom, do it.
Nice.
I keep revealing closets.
Does a 17 hit?
It sure does.
He's going to take 5 fire damage.
Okay. Right. That's some nasty damage you just sunk in, but he's not bleeding yet.
And then I moved my flame sphere down on the first floor.
Yeah, of course. You don't have to be in line of sight to move it, right?
The
You
spell
can just
doesn't
move
say
it.
anything about line of sight.
All right. Some spells are. If it's not in
Yeah.
the rules, then you're good. Okay. Was that everything Ufo was going to do?
Yep.
Perfect. Well, Big Al, realizing that everybody has gone, is going to dash up these stairs. So 5,
I was still talking about my farm
15,
and these are
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. How far can he run? 30 feet. Okay. 45, 50. And he's positioning himself in between the arcs, and he's just like, you think you can take my farm? I don't think so. Huh. Well, he can't do anything, but next round, he's gonna do some stuff. By the way, I just realized that your spiritual weapon is still down on the first floor, Justin.
Can we say that the spiritual weapon has?
You were bringing it along. Yeah, you were definitely bringing it along, so you can move it up with you and everything. Do you need me to move it up, or are you good?
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
Here, I'll bring it. There it is. See it? Yeah, cool.
Yep.
All right. Were you able to do something on your turn with it?
Last turn?
Oh, it's about to be your turn. But
yeah, it's about to be my turn.
Which, if you want to take your turn, you can go ahead, Doc Rivers.
Sweet. So how I look around real quick. I take a look at Bjorn because I saw him get whacked pretty hard. How's he? Is he like? Is he just standing in a pool of his own blood, or what?
I am bloodied.
Yeah.
All right.
Not doing great.
Great.
Can I touch Nivara? Like, is there like a banister?
Whoa,
in my hand to
Justin!
reach over
No, I'm
the
kidding.
thing?
Sorry, that joke.
That's really inappropriate.
You can touch her.
Cool. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds then.
I like to think
you.
it's like one of those stairs where it has like the little railing, you know,
Like
where
the
you can come out.
railing.
Yeah. So you feel it like, and you're like,
are called.
you feel like somebody like grab your ankle real quick, and then you feel like your wounds begin to close.
Ooh.
As
Oh,
you
this is nice.
recover all sorts of
Stuff.
Good vibes.
yeah, it's like a lot. And then I am also going to cast. I'm going to use my bonus action instead of swinging my mace. I am going to use Healing Word on Bjorn, and you will get a bunch of. Oh, okay, there it is. Nice 7. So you will get. Actually, you are going to get +7.
7. Oh, hell yeah.
You're going to get 9 hit points.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I rolled a little low.
Fine if you curse, guys. We just won't be for kids.
Where's our bleeps?
We already discussed we can't do that anymore, okay?
You're really dropping the ball. Nah.
God damn, leaning into Dalton. Come on.
Sorry.
We're the bleeps,
You
man.
10 hit points for Dan.
Oh, ho, ho.
Ooh.
Bjorn is feeling good. He is no longer bloodied. He's like, oh, I could drink like a gallon of ale right now.
Yeah,
Wine.
you just hear. Yeah. Oh my blessings upon you, Nova. Also, Bjorn.
Real quick, I don't want to rain on the parade, but I want to double check. Was that a cure wound and a healing word?
Yes, that was a cure wounds and a healing word.
So, for spells,
Oh.
you can't actually cast 2 spells in one turn unless one is a cantrip.
Oh, even though it's
And
a bonus, action?
Yeah.
Healing word is specifically a bonus action.
Yeah. It's one of those
Oh.
weird rules where
That's
even
my
if
bad. That's
no,
my
it's
bad.
okay, and that's why I just wanted to, because like that's something
It's
that's
a learning
confused a lot
point.
too. Yeah, is that when you cast 2 spells, it's allowed as long as one is a cantrip, and I think it's because like maybe like they want to balance it out to make it so like you're not like a person isn't multicasting 2 spells a bunch of times or anything. It might
I
be a
guess that
balance
makes sense.
to sorcerers too, because can't they quicken spells and everything?
Mhm.
So that might be something with that where if so it's not sorcerers bellowing out like a bunch of like spells and everything, but
No, my bad. I got confused because healing word is like specifically called out as a bonus action, so I
yeah.
get messed with the action
So
economy.
you can
Okay.
just attack and then use that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. Then I guess I won't cast.
Heal Ashley. She's critical. I'll be fine. I could probably take
Okay.
another hit.
Okay. And you also have your healing surge, which you can use your second wind.
Second wind. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, so I will heal. I will keep my healing action for Ashley, and then I will whack with my spiritual weapon.
Boom, with your bonus action? Yeah.
With my bonus action.
Because that's a spell that's already cast.
Yes. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And 6 damage.
Perfect. All right,
Awesome.
well, not surgical precision, but this guy is now critical. You do a nice little whack on him. Perfect. Okay, Nivara.
Yes. I am going to. Is that Bjorn?
No, I'm up here.
Yeah, that was Big
this
Al.
is Bjorn. This is Big Al. This is
Big Al. Big Al Calizorn. From Big Al Calizorn Ranch. Butterskull Ranch.
To use my action to disengage and move over here. And I am going to cast with. Oh, wait, am I? I'm sorry. I might have done this wrong.
Okay. Can you explain what you're doing?
Yeah.
Disengage is an action. Were you going to cast a spell with your bonus action?
Yeah, but then Cure Wounds is an action as well. It's Healing Word, that's the bonus action.
Yes.
That's correct. Do you have Healing Word?
Well, yeah, I have Healing Word, so I can do that and then just stay here.
Mm-hmm.
But Bjorn won't get quite as much, but it's okay.
I'm gonna use second wind on my turn, so I get like a D10 plus my fighter level, so I can get as many as 13 hit points back next turn.
So Bjorn should be okay.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
I like to think that this isn't metagaming at all. It's just like basically I was like, "Can I heal you?" And Bjorn's like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine."
Yeah.
Okay, he's fine. In
Honestly,
that
heal
case,
yourself.
I am gonna do it on myself.
Yeah.
I am just gonna cast Cure Wounds and lay hands on myself as my action to what?
Does it feel all warm?
Oh yeah, it
And
feels
tingly?
warm. I'm just gonna kind of touch my wounds and heal myself with my action, so that'll be 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
I'm healing. Sorry.
I love
had to
it.
go there.
7
Awesome.
HP.
So I will get 7 hit points back, which is great. And that'll have to be my turn.
Okay. Bjorn!
Yes. So first I am going to use Second Wind as my bonus action.
Boom. Gain back some health.
Oh,
Woo-hoo-hoo! That's a lot of health.
Nice.
that's a lot of health. That's okay. And now I'm going to use my seconds of speech to yell at this guy. That one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, "Hey you! I'm going to hit you with my axe now."
Huh?
I'm still blessed up, right?
You are still blessed
You
up.
are.
Blessed up.
Oh, that's a max bless up in here. That hits, Dan. Roll your damage.
Nice.
Oh, I get to re-roll that.
Ooh.
So that's an 11. So that's
14.
14 damage.
Boom! You, like, knock him the beep out. And he's still up, but he is super critical.
Nice. God, I love great weapon fighting.
That's
Awesome.
a good one.
Yeah, as a reminder, it's like a martial archetype that you get for fighters. There's a whole bunch of them, and you get to pick 2 eventually, but you get to pick 1 at creation. And if you when you're using a 2-handed or a versatile weapon, if you roll a 1 or 2 for damage, you get to re-roll it, but you have to use the re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's great.
Yeah, very great. And
Yeah.
I am ending my turn, and I will be back.
Awesome. Novo!
Now,
Right. So I'm sorry. To reiterate again, you said that I can cast a cantrip and then use a bonus action spell.
You
Right.
can cast essentially 2 spells. So if you casted Healing Word as a bonus action and a cantrip as a main action, you can do that too. However you want to flip it, main action, bonus action, as long as one of those 2 spells is a cantrip.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10.
Which is, if you guys want to check up on the rules, it is in the bonus action, like the action section of combat within the player's handbook. It's under that section.
You know what? I'm not in Ufu's way, and I am assuming here where I'm at, I can still see everybody. Correct?
You're a
You
bit,
have to, come
everybody
up
in the room?
stairs.
yeah, you're a bit down the stairs. I would
Okay, so
say
I
you
can't
can
see over it.
No.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and then, yeah, I should be able to move here. Or sorry, let's move here so I can see that better. And I'm going to cast vicious mockery once more on the closest orc to me. Actually, here, well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna cast it on the farthest orc away from me. Actually, the one that's critical by Bjorn.
Oh, sorry.
And so, yeah, you're good. This is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh, 2.
Okay.
Does that beat it?
Yeah, yeah, they failed that saving.
I figured.
All right. Take 4 damage, psychic damage, and I don't think the disadvantage is going to be relevant.
Against this guy? Nope. He only had 1 HP left, so
Awesome.
he is donezo.
Oh,
How does he die, Christian? How does Novo kill this guy?
So I point and at him and I say, "Thou art as fat as butter," and these notes kind of fly from out my lute, and then become like a piercing spear and shoot straight through the stomach of the orc, and kind of like stomach kind of blows up.
that's so cool.
That's sick.
Its innards spill out, and then for my bonus action, I am going to cast Healing Word. And now, so it's okay if I ask, like, I'm trying to keep track of like how much damage is on each. So, just for the best target here, I think Nivara's been healed. Most of her
Nivara feels
HP?
great.
You feel great?
She
Okay.
looks pretty good again. She is not hurting.
I would argue that you can't really say like, oh, I have this much HP out of this, but you can say like, you can use the same terms that we've been using for the enemies, like, oh, I'm bloodied, oh, I'm critical, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. So I feel like that's okay.
So,
and you can see that.
Yeah, I guess I'd call out just using just like
6 seconds. Yeah.
Just like, Nivara, do you need healing? And then I assume you say, no, I feel great. And then knowing that Bjorn has gone up against a bunch of enemies, I would then decide to cast Healing Word on Bjorn, and using a 2nd level spell slot. Because I feel that it's needed.
All right.
And that would mean that, and then the healing increases by 1d4 for each slot. Okay.
Yeah.
So
He's going to get some chunky health.
Nice.
So what is that, 2d4?
Yep.
2d4
I think Christian's rolling.
Plus your modifier.
2.
Or his modifier.
All right. So you would heal 6.
Ooh, we're feeling great.
Awesome. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right. The orcs are gonna go. Starting with this one at the top, he's gonna take a swing at Bjorn. 8 to hit.
Nope.
All right, down to this one near Nivara. He's gonna see Big Al like go to him. He's like, I should have killed you, and he like takes a swing. Ooh, he does hit. He does hit. He sinks in 11 damage to Big Al. Oof. Big Al looks bloodied now, but like, you know, you healed him up quite a bit, so you know he's still doing pretty good. Then the orc down here who has 2 health left, he's like looking around. He's got this spiritual weapon coming out at him, and he's like, whoa, whoa. And he's just gonna take a swipe at Nivara. He's just like, ah! 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. Well, he does 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's the orcs' turn. UFO!
Yup. UFO is gonna launch a firebolt at the orc that he can see. Does a 19 hit him?
Sure does.
It's gonna be 4 fire damage.
Okay. That was which one? The one that was already hurt?
Yeah, the one that he can see.
Yeah, he's dead.
Nice. So he knocked him out. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he's gonna move his flame sphere up a little bit. And he's gonna move forward, and he's gonna open that door.
All right, he opens that door. It appears to be an office. It's filled with a bunch of papers and stuff like that, and very messy and unorganized.
Cool. That's his turn.
All right. Big Al's taking his turn, and seeing that this guy's dead, he's going to turn to the north one and go, ha! You think you can take me on? And takes a swing. First attack. Does that hit? Sorry, I gotta check there. Yes, it does hit. Okay. He does 4 damage. Not a whole lot, but he does some damage. And he takes his second attack. I'm not sure if I was swinging his second attack before, but he's supposed to be getting 2 attacks each turn. I don't think hits. No, it's a 9. Okay, that doesn't hit. So he at least sinks in 1, but then he like kind of grabs his arm because he got cut pretty bad. So he's kind of recoiling from that. But Doc Rivers, it's your turn.
Doc Rivers is going to move forward a little bit, and he is going to cast Sacred Flame on the orc that is by Bjorn. And I need a dex save.
Sorry.
Oh.
There we go.
14 is the...
Oh, these orcs are not doing well. That's a 3.
Oh, okay, cool. So he is going to get some Sacred Flame all up on his face.
This one right next to Big Al, right? In Naivara?
Actually, I was attacking
Bjorn?
this one.
Okay. It was going to be the same, but I just double checking.
Oh, nice. 6 damage. And that's radiant. And then I'm going to move my... Where is it? There it is. I'm going to move my thing. I can move it 20 feet, so it's going to go over here. And it's going to slap.
Boom. Slap that orc.
Is it good?
20 to hit, modified 20.
That hits.
Well, 5 damage.
All right. Well, he is bloodied now, so you sink enough damage in that he's not looking the greatest. And whoops, that's critical. This is bloodied. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All
6
right.
to this guy, and then 5 to that guy. That's
Yep.
my turn.
We're back up to the top of Naivara.
All right. This time, I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to be moving on down the hallway. So 5, 10, 15, 20. She feels much safer over here.
Boom.
She's also... Let's see, what's the... Is it fine if we say that I threw out another bardic inspiration before I moved?
Yeah, that's fine.
As my bonus action?
Yeah, who you giving it to?
I am gonna throw another one at Bjorn.
Boom, Bjorn, you are now inspired.
And remember, it's a combat inspiration. You can use it to increase your damage roll or your AC along with the normal things that you can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
All those things.
And speaking of which, Bjorn, it is your turn.
I'm going to 6 seconds of speech to look at the other orc down and say, I hit him with an axe. Now I hit you with an axe. And I go to hit him with an axe. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Not what we want to do. Not
What we want to do.
Ooh. Does 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Nice. 1d12 plus. Ooh, and you know what? You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and just tack
Use
on
that
the
inspiration.
Yeah, 3 damage right there.
All right. Well, that damage would have been his full health. So he is absolutely beyond dead. How does Bjorn kill him?
Just cleaves them like horizontally with an axe this time and cuts.
Does he kind of
at the waist,
like right in half of the waist? Ooh.
Yeah. He kind of like looks down and he looks up and he just slides off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, he's super dead. Are you
So I
gonna
didn't
use?
need to use that 3 then.
No, but that's okay. You made sure he was
Ah.
extra dead. But did you want to move towards the other one?
Yes.
Okay. And
That's my turn.
Novo.
All right. So I'm really Nova's really enjoying making a mockery of these orcs.
Yeah.
And once again, he doesn't pull out one finger gun, but he pulls out 2.
Ha!
And he just points at the last orc remaining in this room. And he casts Vicious Mockery once more.
Oh, hit him with that vicious.
Well, you need to do a wisdom saving throw, don't you?
Oh, sorry. Guys, you'd think after all these vicious mockeries I would get it. I would understand by now I'm supposed to be rolling for that, but he did get a 7.
A 7.
There we go. Not very wise.
Fail.
He did fail.
I told you all the stories talk about the wisdom of the orcs, and these guys just like aren't very wise at all.
Oh yeah, nothing
nice.
for. All right.
He's still up. He is critical, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
With that, I say, villain, I have done thy mother. I end my turn.
Oh man, this orc
I
doesn't
say
know.
Verily, your mama's a hoe.
Verily.
This orc doesn't know what's going on. He like looks at Big Al, he looks at Novo, he looks at Doc, he looks at the weapon, and then he looks at Bjorn. And he goes, "Ah!" And then he swings, and he got a 13 to hit. To hit you, Bjorn. Did a 13 hit your AC?
No, it does not hit.
I didn't think so. So he. That's his turn. UFO, it is back to you.
Cool. There's only the one orc left up, right, that we can see?
Yes.
Cool.
That
I'm
we
gonna
can see.
kick the door behind me open.
Okay. That door right there.
Yeah, just that, what looks like a small closet.
You kick it open, and you see a closet with like a bucket and
Nice.
like a mop in there.
Cool. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
The mop probably just kind of
30.
falls over.
Yeah. Very dramatically. And I launch a firebolt at the orc that's standing.
Do it. I don't have to roll for that, right? I'm kidding.
Does a 21 hit?
It does.
It's going to hit for 5 fire
Nice, man.
damage.
Well, you know, he had 2 health left, so...
So he's still up?
No, he's dead.
Oh.
Nice.
So how does he die? How does UFO knock him out?
He probably didn't even see it coming. Like a gnome just like blasted out of the hallway. He was probably looking the other direction at Bjorn and just kind of got hit in the back of the head.
Like the guy that just cleaved his friend in half with a fucking, axe. Like, we're looking at this guy, and all of a sudden...
Right. Like, Bjorn probably got some sparks on him from, like, the blowback.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just kind of crumples.
Bjorn is
behind
used to
him.
having sparks flying at him from the forges of the dwarves.
As all those fangirls.
Now,
that's
with that, you guys are out of combat, just like below. That doesn't mean all the enemies are gone. Do you want to stay in combat and keep the bless up? How many rounds was that? Was that 3 more rounds? Were we keeping track?
Yes.
I think we're about halfway
3.
through bless.
Well, so that we'd be like 60%.
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause
Yeah.
6 rounds.
So, yeah.
We got 4
So,
left.
4 left. So, do you guys want to stay in combat to try to maximize
Yes.
that bless?
Yeah.
Okay,
Stay
UFO.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else you could do on your turn?
Yeah, I was going to move my flame sphere up a little bit.
Cool.
Actually, I'm going to put it right there. Nivara is immune to it. Or she automatically passes her saves to it.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. It like moves around her.
Yeah.
Like
It like
yeah,
morphs.
that's cool. It's now Big Al's turn, and Big Al once again goes, "Wait, well, we cleared out the whole of them. You know, I still, from my count, there's probably still a few left, and they're probably." And then that's a 6 seconds speech. We go to Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers comes here. kicks the door open
To the north or to the south?
to the north.
To the north. He kicks that door open. And you see in this bedroom, let me see if I can read it. A large bed and a bulky cedar wardrobe dominates the room. It also has framed paintings of landscapes hanging on the walls. And if you would have probably gently opened the door, this orc probably would have stayed asleep. But you kick that door open, and he abruptly wakes up and kind of goes, and looks you straight in the eye. So we're keeping the orc turn order. So you get the rest of your turn. But he does wake up and looks at you. And just to kind of describe, most of the other orcs have like the normal gear and stuff, the ragged clothes of orcs. This guy, he looks bigger than the others. He's got like more like thicker armor on and stuff like that. So he looks to be maybe just a bit tougher.
So when you say thicker, how many C's?
If the normal orcs have one, probably like 3 or 4.
He's a
Oh,
chunky boy, dude.
Chunky. So, anyways, continue with your turn.
I like them big.
So I will need a. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he's just there.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Ooh.
I like
at
that
him.
one.
Yeah. Is that a save or oops?
No, that's a spell attack.
Okay.
Hmm.
Didn't mean to reveal this room at all. That's my bad.
Sweet.
Well, the
20.
flames do open that
So
door.
a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. All right, so that will be 4d6. Ugh. Oh, well, not too bad. 14.
That's some chunky damage. All right.
About average, right?
And then how much is my spiritual weapon allowed to move?
12, 24.
So I did move 20 feet, so it would have been here. 5. Oh, here. So 5, 10, 15. And then it just kind of is hovering safely over Ufo.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Cool. Perfect. Naivara.
I am going to move 5, 10 feet over here. I am going to open the door. I'm not going to kick it down. I'm
Yeah.
going to open this door to this room.
To the south? Okay. You open that door, and there's a sleeping orc on the bed to the left.
Okay.
To your right, but yeah.
Yes. So what I am gonna do is throw another firebolt. And I am still blessed, so that's an attack roll. So,
if he's sleeping, can't you just kill him?
oh, do I have to roll to hit if he's sleeping?
I think
Yes.
you can just like literally.
You
Oh, I thought
also
you-
have disadvantage
Why do I have disadvantage?
because he's prone.
So I have disadvantage?
Yeah. Ranged
Right.
attacks.
Why?
So you
Ranged
like, so
attacks
you have
on prone
advantage on melee
creatures
attacks.
have
Yeah.
disadvantage.
If
It's
you
a-
went up and whacked him with like a melee weapon, you'd have advantage. But doing a ranged
Alright.
attack on someone who's prone, it's like they're harder to hit, you know, because there's less. They're not
Little silly in this instance because he is like straight up asleep.
sleeping. Yeah.
Like he would
Well-
automatically fail like dex saves he would make, but an attack you still have to make the roll and you will have disadvantage.
Well,
If
I
that
think that's
changes things up.
stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyways
Stab it.
because I don't really have a melee
You can
weapon.
go up and stab him. Bjorn
the
is right
dagger?
though, because like he's technically asleep. Now there's not rules in D&D that are like if somebody's sleeping, you can just like kill them outright. There are stuff like for the assassinate rogue and stuff like that that gives you extra damage for surprising people and everything. But like I would say in this instance, normally as a personal DM, I don't like ruling that you can just kill characters outright because I like to do whatever you can do to the monsters, they can do to you. So, like, if you guys got, like, surprised in the middle of the camp, how unfair would that be if they just rolled up and slit your throats and you're dead? That seems really unfair.
So, if you're gonna rule that he's unconscious because he's asleep,
Yeah.
that will grant advantage on the attack.
So it would even out.
Yeah,
I would say he's unconscious.
All right.
You went up. Are you meleeing him, Ashley?
I am gonna stab him with my dagger.
Okay.
So you would have
Nice.
advantage then.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead with advantage.
So that is 7, and 3 is 10,
Plus
and
4.
4 is 14.
Perfect. Okay, that does hit, and because he was asleep and everything, like I said, I personally don't normally like to roll that you can just immediately KO a character, but since he's sleeping, we're just gonna say that is just like critical damage, and he is now dead.
It would
you-
only be 6 damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any attack.
I'm imagining like Nivara's like, oh, and it puts it in, and then it's just right in his neck, and he's like, she's like, no. Oh,
So
It's on me.
Splatter. Yeah, the
not getting
splatter.
better.
Are you sure? I don't want to do this if that's like not how the rules would be, though.
There
So,
are
like,
no rules for this.
The-
That's
no,
what I was
there
saying.
are.
There are no rules for like what?
there are. Any attack
what-
that hits a creature that's unconscious is automatically a critical hit.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Okay, so then I would roll 2d4s.
you
and that
don't.
would be the
Don't
damage plus
worry
2.
about it. Don't. If you want to do it, you can. But I'm saying you don't have to worry about it.
What do you want to
Okay.
do, Ashley?
What do you want to
I
do?
want to play by the rules, so I
All
wanna
right, roll that damage.
d4s.
Roll the d4s then. Yeah. Or an extra one, or whatever. I don't know.
He takes 6 damage, and he wakes up.
Okay, so he's not dead, but he is hurt. So he was sleeping, and then he woke up, and he still has the blood coming out of his throat and everything. He's like, oh,
The knife is
All right.
still in his throat.
yeah, just sticking out. Was there anything else you can do on your turn, Ashley?
No, that's it.
Okay, Bjorn.
All right. Let's see. Where am I again? I'm right here. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15. Is that 20 or do I have to do 20, 25?
With square grids, generally diagonal is still 5 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just didn't know because of the door. 6. So that's 25.
I always ruled that first diagonal's 5, second one is 10.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that way that was just kind of how we felt the diagonal worked out best.
Yeah, because if
you
you
are
like,
cutting some distance off, but it's not just if you count them each one as 5, then it's
yeah,
not exactly right.
But you can hit him from there, Bjorn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my 6 seconds of speech and say, "What are you, their leader?"
When it's his turn, he will respond, but he looks surprised and like woken out of his sleep. That hits. That's a 23.
Yeah, I started typing already because I figured that hit.
Are you their leader? Ah!
Wow.
Damn it.
That is that's
Bjorn's
beefy.
a monster.
Good lord, he is.
Bjorn really is a monster.
Just literally a trail of bodies in Bjorn's way.
It's honestly very impressive.
Yeah, sorry, I'm calculating if he's bloodied or not yet. He is bloodied. He's bloodied now.
Nice, dude.
You guys just ran in there and just started just murdering this guy.
We were like, wake the fuck up, bitch! Wake the fuck up!
We,
Stabbing an orc in
my
the
money.
throat. You guys are just fucking.
And we are definitely now, if we weren't before, now not you kids. All right.
Yeah. Is there anything else Bjorn can do, or is it Novo's turn?
bloodlust.
Nope, it is Novo's turn.
Novo!
All right. So I saw Nivara retreating down this hallway, but I don't know where she went. So I'm concerned. So I'm going to move into this hallway, and as I do, I don't know where she is.
Yep.
So I'm going to call out to her, Nivara, where are you? And then I'm going to continue. So that's what, 5, 10, 15, 20 here, 25. So I look as I go down. I look in the open doors, right? Like looking for her. I don't see her here, so I pass through. And at 30 feet, I see her in here. And would you say I could see the orc as well, Ling? And
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You can see me being like, "Oh, it's on me."
Yeah. Well, I figured so much. I'll be like, say, by God. And I go to cast. You guessed it, vicious mockery.
Oh.
Just go ahead and die already.
Little Mr. Bleedy Pants, like a little weakling, bleeding everywhere.
Wow, look at you. Your blood's on the outside.
Look at me, my blood's on the outside. That's
I
you.
see that you got
That's you
something
right there.
stuck in your throat.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm done.
All right, let's make that wisdom save.
DM.
Sorry. Yes, yep. Oh, he got a 16.
Oh, that's all right.
He's bleeding out his throat, so his like own screams cover up your insults. He's like, he's just choking really loudly, so he couldn't hear you.
The spray of blood is just like so incredibly fast, and
It's
like so much that you can't hear over.
It's like The Exorcist, but instead of throwing up, it's blood.
Oh God.
Is there anything else Novo can do?
That would be it.
All right, cool. Well, the leader turns to you, Bjorn, and Doc Rivers, and goes, "Hey, you oafs! Wake up! We have intruders!" Whatever good that will do, but he does say that. And he runs at you, Bjorn, and he's gonna take a swipe at you. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, minimum damage, which is 4 slashing damage as he brings his great axe down on you. But he has an extra attack. Oh, he didn't do so well the next time. He got an 8 for the second attack.
Oh, wow. Surprise. That does not hit.
Okay. Well, he yells, and you hear some movement in this room. This orc, who is spurting blood everywhere, goes to reach and grabs his hand axe, and he goes to attack Nivara. But
Question, and actually I was going to ask a question about that. Doesn't he have to spend a turn going like from prone to up if he's prone?
He's also...
It would take half his movement, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Yes.
half the movement, right.
He's also using his action to grab his weapon. So he's not actually going to attack this turn. He's just grabbing his weapon. So that is that turn. Let's go to UFO.
Cool. Did he sleep in his armor if he's wearing armor?
No.
Okay.
Oh, well, the leader did.
Gross.
The other orcs did not.
What a
so,
weirdo.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Let's see here. I'm gonna stand there and
The bed is like super comfy. They're used to sleep on the ground. Normally, you have to wear it like sleeping in your armor. It like you don't get a good night's sleep. But the orc leader was just so like laying like so comfortable in the bed. He was fine.
Yeah. And I'm gonna open the door south of me.
All right, you do so. That was the opposite of what I was trying to do. Oh, come on!
That was
Oh, no.
even more.
What is
Encroaching
happening?
darkness.
Yeah,
There
the
we
dark-
go.
okay.
Okay. In this room, you see this orc, like, he grabbed his weapon and he's starting to put on his armor, but he doesn't have it on yet.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a firebolt at him.
Boom, do it.
Does a 21 hit
Sure does.
for 9 fire damage?
Ooh, that's a
And
nice fireball.
I'm
Nice,
gonna
that is a
ram
nice
my
Firebolt.
ram my flaming sphere at him for some more fire damage.
Yeah, he's gonna make a save! Oh, he rolled pretty well. Yeah, 16?
That's gonna pass, so he's gonna
Okay.
take 5 more fire damage from getting hit by a big ball.
He's critical, but he does not look good. That ball of fire singed him up pretty good.
Nice.
Great balls of fire.
Yep.
And
All
that's
right.
Ufo's turn.
Big Al, seeing everybody once again run off, goes, oh, hey! And he, let's see, 5, 10, 15, whoops, grab the weapon, my bad, 20, whoops, I'm grabbing everybody, 25, yep, so he's gonna go right there, and he's gonna go like, ha, just woke up, huh? And he swings, that's a hit. And he smashes this orc's head in.
Nice.
I'm so sorry. That's kind of like a kill still for you, Dalton. But like, you did like he had 1 health left, so like he's like just barely like just barely holding on, and Big Al just goes ha, and just smashes.
Hey, you gotta see that orc I killed.
Yeah. Did you see him? He was down there. Good thing I was looking out for you, Ufo.
Yeah, Big Al might want to get out of that room though.
Oh yeah, you're right.
How is his house not on fire? Did you protect
30.
that too with your protection spell?
It's
Or,
like it's hovering off the ground. It's fine.
okay. Enough that, yeah, okay, gotcha.
And we're back to Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers is going to move with his bonus action. He's going to move the cudgel 5, 10, 15, 20 over here, and it's going to slap the orc. And I am going to use my bardic inspiration here.
To help out that roll.
So that'd be an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Ooh, nice. All right. All right, that's 11 force damage.
Oh, that's some chunky damage. All right.
And then for my action, I'm going to need a. Yeah, I'm gonna need a dex saving throw from the orc. As holy light just opens from the bed above the bed and whacks down on him.
He got that one.
Playing. Oh, awesome.
So, roll your damage and then roll it again.
Oh,
My.
awesome. So
And
Nice.
max damage. And almost
my
double
goodness.
max damage.
Dang, guys.
All right, 15
Alrighty.
total. All right, he's still up. He is critical though. He is not looking good. You guys stormed into that room and just messed up this orc leader. Like you're just throwing everything at him, and he was like sleeping comfortably, and then now he's in his worst nightmare.
Wake up! Wake up!
Is there anything Doc Rivers can do?
no,
else?
that's it. That was bonus action and attack and a little bit of move, I think. So
Not
I'm good.
Nivara, you have this bleeding orc in front of you. He's now like up in your face. He's bleeding out. He did grab his weapon and he might come at you after this turn, but what do you
Yep. Go stab him again. Do a
Do
little
it.
stabby stab.
do?
It's a 9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
Gonna scream a little. Be like,
Oh, perfect. Well, Bjorn, it is now your turn.
Well, what else would I do in this scenario? I don't think I'm actually gonna do anything. No, yeah. I'm going to hit the guy with the axe again.
Do it, Bjorn!
I'm gonna try and reason with him.
I'm gonna try to, we've gone this far. I'm gonna try to reason with him. Like, hey,
I'm gonna roll to seduce the orc.
He would be more receptive to it.
He's already in the bed.
Well, your boy rolled a
nat 1.
Yeah.
Bjorn, you've been beating this guy to a bloody pulp so much, your axe is covered in blood, and you go up to swing, and it just slides out of your hands because it's too slippery in the blood. And so you accidentally drop your weapon.
Hoisted by his own petard.
Rough.
So.
All right, hold on. I'm looking to see if there's anything else I can do to this guy.
Of course. Well, while you're doing that, we're going to go on to Novo just because he's on the other side of the room, and then we'll come right back to you, okay?
No, you know what? There's nothing else I can do. Just go ahead.
Okay, Novo.
All right. So if I wanted to open the door above me,
Yep.
or to the north of me, does that cost some movement, or
It's an action.
it's
No.
an action?
Opening a door is free.
Or...
It is?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I
Because
can read
I
from
wasn't
the
sure
rules.
because I knew UFO did it earlier, after he had moved and stuff. So, wasn't sure.
Where is it? Under other activity on your turn can include a variety of flourishes that require neither your action nor your move. You can communicate however you're able, like your speech. You can also interact with one object or feature of the environment for free during either your move or your action. For example, you could open a door during your move. As you stride toward a foe, you could draw your weapon.
I thought that'd be interacting with an object, so thanks for looking that up.
You get like a free
Okay.
interact with an object, but then there's also you could do that as your action.
So, I guess that's as you're moving along the door or whatever that you could do it.
Yeah, that's
or-
just something you can do as part of your movement is open a door.
So some objects require an action to use, but doors aren't considered those objects. Okay.
So I guess as a kind of a flourish, I'm going to step into this room with Nivara. But before I do, I'm going to kind of like breach open the door and then hop through the door behind me.
Yep.
So I guess like maybe you could say as I open it and go back, like, okay, I'm reassured that like I can't see anything as I'm moving back. But
Yep.
And then,
I don't know. Those pillows look like they could turn to a mimic at any point in time.
And then I once more I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Now, I
Whoa!
want to let you know, it's a ranged magical attack, right? Oh, it's a
Yes.
save. What am I
Yeah, it's a
talking
save,
about?
not an
Well,
attack.
It's a save.
No, yeah. Sorry. It is ranged, but yeah.
Typically,
Like it has a range, but it's a save.
Yeah, typically
Yeah.
ranged attacks have disadvantage if you're within 5 feet, but it's a save.
Yeah.
And he
I-
failed. He got a 7.
Don't know if I knew that though, so that's good.
Mhm.
Cool. So that's nice. 4 psychic damage.
Boom. All right. He's bloodied. Oh no,
and
he's
then
critical.
For my I guess for my bonus action, I'm going to use just the first my first spell level slot,
Mm-hmm.
or one of them, to cast Healing Word on Nivara.
All right.
That will just be 1d4.
Okay. Oh, you rolled a nat 4.
No, that was
that
for
was
his
the
attack.
damage. The
Never
psychic
mind.
damage.
I got excited.
Are we good again? Nope, not one.
3.
3's still great.
Three.
Nivara's feeling pretty good again. So
Awesome.
you can see she kind of shakes it off, even though she was scared about all the orc blood on her.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that'll be it for my turn.
So it's the orcs' turn. The leader, after spinning around and not hearing any of his any of his minions, shall we say, come to his aid, he's like barely hanging on. He's like bleeding out, and he looks down, and he just kind of looks up at Bjorn, and he like puts out a hand. And he goes, "Any chance I can walk away from this?"
Ooh.
Like, do I get to respond?
I'll give you a short.
He has to. I mean, if the options were flipped, right? If I were to do something like that, I would have to end my turn.
Right. So no,
And
we're
then-
gonna have to wait. But he does say that, and Doc Rivers hears him. So
Okay.
he didn't let go of his axe though. He like let it down, but he still has it in one hand, and he reaches out with the other hand. So, Ufo. Oh, sorry, the other orc is supposed to go. I'm so sorry. Forgot there was a bleeding orc out in the other room with the two bards, spraying blood everywhere. So he has his axe now.
Everywhere.
He doesn't have his armor, but he swings down. No, you're good. You're good. He does hit. He rolled. See, how much is that to attack? Pretty sure a 20 hits you, Nivara, right?
Sure does.
All right. He rolled max damage. That's 15 slashing damage at you.
And I'm down.
Oh no!
That's okay.
But-
Don't worry.
This is a great time to go over death saving throws, but we're gonna come back to you, Nivara, and we'll go over that at your turn. Ufo.
Mm-hmm.
DM. Just a quick time check. We are at 9:50.
We're almost done. So let's go
Sounds
ahead
good.
and tell everybody, hey, if you have any questions about today's session, rules, or anything like that, please post them in the stream right now. We will answer them. We're going to quickly finish up this combat and then probably call the stream there. So,
Did I hear the orc captain be like, any chance I can walk away from this?
yeah.
I
Yeah, you
also heard that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
10.
gonna walk over to this room.
Yep.
See Nivara passed out.
Yeah.
Probably, and then toss a firebolt at that orc. And that's a nat 20.
Oh.
Nice.
And this is he's critical already.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's 11 fire damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
So
he
he
had
gets
4
taken
health
out.
left. Yeah.
And that is going to be my turn.
Cool. Perfect. Big Al. What else would Big Al do other than run into this room? 5, 10, 15. Oh, sorry. I'm messing with Doc. I'm sorry, Doc. 20. All right, sorry. I'll move Doc back over here.
Actually, with my 6 seconds of speech,
Yeah.
and I said I think Big Al should make the decision. I think Big Al should take him out if he thinks it's the right thing to do.
Okay. You say that? Well, Big Al, he strolls into this room. And he kind of walks up and he goes, "Really? You should have thought about that before you came after me and mine. Now, you're dead meat." And he just takes Doc Rivers' mace and he swings it down on this guy. Misses the first time. Yes, tries to make it out with the second attack. He doesn't hit him.
Aw, poor guy. He was trying to be so cool.
No, he rolled a 4 and a 7. Even with modifiers, it doesn't hit. So like the orc leader like sees Big Al and kind of like ducks out of the way and ducks down and stuff like that. So he makes it out of the way. Doc Rivers, what do you do?
Oh, Doc Rivers doesn't say anything. The orc ducks, and then all of a sudden, the ethereal cudgel slaps down on the orc from above.
Yeah. Oh, that hits.
And does 8 damage, 8 force damage.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
he's. Oh, is he? What happens?
He had 3 HP.
Oh yeah, so this just like knocks his head clear around. Like just it's not at a normal angle anymore.
All right. Yeah. So, with that, we're still going to stay in combat because Naivara, you have to make a death saving throw. Now, what this means, if anybody else wants to explain it, they can, but I can also explain what like life or death saving throws are. Does anybody want to?
Ashley can,
No,
since
go
she has
for
to
it,
do
DM.
them.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley.
Would you like to take the reins?
Yeah, so to make a death save, it's what you do when you go down, which means you go to 0 hit points. And every turn you get a chance to roll a d20. If you get a 10 or higher, it is considered a success.
Correct.
A 9 or lower is considered a failure. 3 successes and you're stable. 3 failures and your character is dead, gone. You're gonna need a spell that can do some heavy necromancy to bring that character back. For all intents and purposes, truly dead. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's just a straight d20. I don't think you get any help adding anything. So
Correct.
it is a true roll the dice, see what happens. The way to get out of this is to become stable either with 3 successes, or if a member were to make a medicine check to potentially stabilize you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or you can use a healing kit to stabilize someone,
Mhm.
or a healer can cast some healing magic on you, and that will restore your hit points, and that's considered, stable and adding hit points. Beyond just being stable and not dying, which is what a med check and the healing kit would do. So let's roll.
Oh wow, that counts.
That's pretty.
All
good.
right.
That's
Let's
a
talk.
success.
Let's talk about
Oh,
nat 20s.
That's actually more than just a success.
Yep. When you get a nat 20 on those life or death saving throws, you stabilize and you get 1 HP. You're back in the game.
Oh, that is lucky.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's not a homebrew roll. I'm pretty sure that's just actually what you get when you stabilize and everything. When you get a nat 20. But anywho, you are good to go. Now, combat's over. You guys have cleared out the Butterskull Ranch of orcs, and they are all dead. From this point on, yeah, we're out of combat. I'm gonna exit out turn order. What would you guys like to do real quick? We don't have much time remaining in the stream and everything, but was there anything in particular that you wanted to do right off the bat?
Yeah, I wanna loot the body of the orc guy.
Yeah. He had on splint armor. So he was wearing splint armor.
How is that compared to chain?
It's an AC 17.
Oh.
On top of that, Big Al goes over to his wardrobe right here, and he starts digging through it, and he goes, "Ha ha! I knew those dumb old orcs wouldn't find this." And he pulls out a suit, a mithril chainmail, and he goes,
Oh.
and so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the armor card, the item, and he goes, thank you so much for rescuing my dear old farm. And I know you said Petunia was out there, so here you are. And so here's what mithril chainmail is. Mithril is a light, flexible metal. Unlike normal chainmail, mithril chainmail doesn't have a strength requirement and doesn't impose disadvantage on dexterity stealth checks, which would have been helpful for Doc Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
But
I would like that, please.
Yeah, you can have it.
So Big Al gives you that. Are you guys gonna probably search all the orc bodies and such like that too?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask Big Al, like, are you gonna need help cleaning this up? I know you're kind of like low on help now.
Shoot, well, I wouldn't say no to a little bit of help with cleaning all these dead bodies up, and I'm more than happy to cook you some home cooking, and I'll treat you to one of my butterscotches too. By the way, while you're cleaning up all these bodies, be sure to check for those keys. Remember, I have that chest down in my cellar that I believe has 4 keys. Keyholes in it and such like that. You might need that to unlock that chest, so please look for it while you're cleaning up the bodies.
Yeah. All right. So Doc Rivers will help.
Oh,
and
sorry.
I guess UFO
Be
does
checking
his
pockets.
best to help, but I don't know that he's really big or like he can't get enough leverage
Yeah.
on an orc
Yeah.
body to really move it at all. He could burn it, but you should probably do that outside.
Oh, and Ashley, you're back up to half hit points right now.
Okay.
Is anybody else below half hit points?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. So you're at your that's my channeled divinity feature, preserve life, which lets me restore up to 15 hit points. Divided up between any creature as I choose, so long as it doesn't bring them over their maximum.
Nice. Spencer,
I'd imagine that before this happens, Nivara's like, "Oh, I feel really woozy. I need to sit down." And she sits down on the bed, and then Doc comes over and
He gives her 2
lays
tacos.
some hands. Oh yeah, gives her like a bar of chocolate. Like,
Where did you get this? Blessings.
oh, thank you. You are a lifesaver, literally.
Like I do my devotions every day, and I'm blessed with this chocolate.
I was blessed with this chocolate.
That's adorable.
Spencer, do you want us to do like any investigation rolls as we're cleaning up the bodies, or
I don't think you need to. I
Okay.
think if you just take the time to search the bodies and stuff, for the most part, the orcs and such, like, they just have like a few copper pieces on them. So in total, each one of you probably find like a total of 20 copper pieces each. You can tell that the orcs didn't really have anything on them. Whatever they had was either put in the chest or just put somewhere else. They didn't have too much.
yeah, we didn't
So-
find any keys on any of their bodies.
You did.
Oh, okay.
You did. Yeah. So you found 4 different keys, and we can go over that next week when we come back and see what the party can figure out with the chest down in the cellar. But you guys have cleared out Butterskull Ranch. One thing that I do want to say is for anybody curious about casting spells and whatnot, what me and Justin were discussing earlier, it is a part of Part 3 spellcasting in the player's handbook on page 202. Under casting time and bonus action, it says a spell cast with a bonus action is especially swift. You must use a bonus action on your turn to cast a spell, provided that you haven't already taken a bonus action this turn. You can't cast another spell during the same turn except for a cantrip with a casting time of 1 action. So it doesn't say for the reverse if, like, your cantrip is a bonus action and your main spell is an action. Or sorry, it doesn't say the reverse of that, but it does say that for that one. So
I don't think there are any bonus action cantrips. I don't think that's like a thing that exists.
Shillelagh?
Oh yeah, Shillelagh is. Yeah.
So
I think there's other ones.
yeah. But
I've
anyway,
definitely
yeah.
casted a bonus action cantrip before, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
yeah. But
I've done it.
anywho, that's it for today's stream. Tune in next week where the party is gonna figure out what's in this chest, possibly with all
What's
these
in the
keys.
box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
we're also gonna figure out like where we're gonna go next on the quest. Is the party gonna go back to Fanland? They have 2 other quests they can possibly go on. Whatever's going on in Ponyberry with like the gold and whatnot. So there's lots to do. Stay tuned because we're still gonna figure out like what's in that box and everything with next week. So we're back in on our same time, Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you all then.
Bye,
See you then.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
But the attributions.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Real quick,
We
Ashley.
have to give.
Yeah, real quick, attributions. Let's cover our butts.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm sorry.
you so much.
10 seconds or less.
To the Dungeons and Dragons Essentials Kit. That is the campaign that we are playing with. Thank you to Roll20. That is the online platform that we are using. Thank you to Colorful Characters from Drive-Thru RPG and Token Treasury Monsters and the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Character Art Pack free on Roll20 for our NPC characters. For our player characters, they were designed on Hero Forge. Thank you. Great resource. Check it out. As always, support your local game stores if you can. If not, a lot of these resources can be found at major retailers as well, online and in person. But if you can, support your local game stores. They're great. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.
Yeah, I take a week off and I'm already rusty about attribution, so.
I think
Alright.
you mean Ashley-butions.
Ashlebutions!
Ashlebutions.
I'll see myself out.
Okay, alright. And with that, goodbye, everybody!